All right, hello. We are live. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Please forgive me if the tech is weird tonight because I'm the one doing it. It's gonna be great. Welcome back to WovenRealm. We took last week off because we had tech problems. Nothing new there on that front. The tech hags are kind to us this week. That's why we're a little bit late, so I do apologize. I forgot how OBS works. So, anyway, hello all you scaly lizards and all you magical wizards, though. Welcome back to WovenRealm. 13th Age. If you have never seen 13th Age or are just checking it out for the first time, it is a D20 fantasy RPG, very much akin to the dragon game that we all know and maybe not love so much. It's really cool. It's a lot of fun. You get to see it in action tonight. So, in the converged realm of Everencia last week, we saw just how dangerous the humble snake may be. The Emerald Caravan set out to begin investigating the reptilian attacks in the Shivering Forest. They halted an attack on Redtooth, where a medusa was coordinating the attack. They were pointed toward Tuft Hollow and made haste. Here they learned from the local mayor that he was no good, and he might be on Zebros' payroll, so that's a bit concerning. The party chose to work with Dr. Pothos Bristlebug when in her laboratory they were attacked by Steven the Snake with 100 mage hands. Constance was able to secure the caravan's safety, and with more questions than answers, the Emerald Caravan prepares to bring the fight to the snakes themselves in the 6th bow of Tuft Hollow. And that Emerald Caravan joining me tonight is AJ as Constance of Eternal Trust, the Azamar Paladin, Sam as Oleander Morgenstern, the Oleander, the fucking spirit-born necromancer.
It's a name so cool you gotta say it twice.
Name so cool you gotta say it twice. Don't look at music theory for 8 hours, kids. The harmonic style of 18th century European musicians. Old crusty white guys. Chris as Soren Silverthorn, the half-elf bard, speaking of old crusty musicians. Lucy.
I was gonna say the same thing.
I'm glad we're on that mental wavelength. Lucy is Azar Solaris, the half-elf cleric, or perhaps better known as my favorite, torture subject. I am the game master here. My name's Alex Puddins, whatever you would like to call me. That bastard, if someone goes down. I understand. So, welcome. We are going to just dive right into things. So, last we left the Emerald Caravan. Oh shit, I did not write that section in here. I thought I was prepared. So you were leaving Pothos' laboratory after getting your asses handed to you by a snake with 100 mage hands. And Pothos has suggested perhaps paying a visit to the local alchemist before assaulting the 6th bow might be a good idea.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do that, I say, as I look at my 5 hit points and 4 recoveries I have left.
That's fair.
So
And that's the plan, I think. Let's not die.
I know some people,
please.
Yeah. I do know some people did take potions last week, and like we re-upped, and then also we took a bunch.
Yeah.
So how is everybody potion-wise now? We should actually probably check in.
I have 3 as of last week.
Okay. Chris laughing. I feel like
Sorry.
this is bad.
No, I'm just laughing at AJ. just
No, just cast chat.
Oh no, what'd you do?
No, I tagged
It's fine.
myself trying to tag Alex.
it was funny.
Because
Yeah, the episode title change didn't take for me.
No, it's just funny to tag yourself.
Yeah.
instead.
I
like,
have 2
Alex,
outposts.
at myself, there's a
Okay.
problem on the overlay. Fuck, I'm not teching.
Constance, how many potions do you have?
2. I have 2.
2? Okay, I also have 2, so we should definitely go and probably get at least a couple more.
Yeah. I have a
Plus,
feeling
maybe
we
they'll
should,
have something fun.
I have a feeling we should at least each have 3.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. I only have 4 recoveries left, and if I roll like I did last week with, 1s and 2s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could be a problem.
I'm so squishy. All right, yeah, so let's make our way to the potion shop. Potionery.
Alrighty.
potionery.
The
Oh.
potionery.
Potion.
Okay, so you make your way back down through the village here of Tuft Hollow. You make your way through the third bow, all the way down, back down to the second bow here to number 6 on my fancy map that the audience can't see. So you make your way through the walkways. They're suspended over these massive trees. It's really neat. I don't know how many of you have stayed. I mean, you all met in Trevenza, so this isn't your first rodeo in a treetop village.
I didn't.
Oh, Oleander didn't.
Uh-huh.
Thanks for the reminder, GM.
Sorry
A
about
treetop village seems highly inaccessible.
Oleander feels bad again and doesn't know why.
And the tree is to note, the giant tree that this village is built into does emit supernatural warmth in the winter months, so it's kind of toasty up in here. And Constance, in tow with you is your new pet Gorfin, Arcadia, the little winged cat griffin creature following you around, tail held upright in the air as she follows you around proudly behind you. And you make your way
Like a little periscope.
Yeah, a little periscope. If the Gorfin ducks behind anything that you can't see it, there's just a little tail that looks like a little periscope that goes by. So you find the humble potion shop, Foosfaz Fizzer. It's an alchemy shop. It's a rather goofy-looking, gimmicky place for such a refined profession. There's like this goofy-looking mascot alchemist out front with like a thumbs up holding a bottle that's like
Oh my god.
a little like mini like water fountain bottle that with dyed water in it.
Is it inflatable?
No, it's like made of, but there's like plants around it and everything. It's got the little bell. It's a very cute. There might be like a little like the little flags
One of those
out
wind
front.
socks.
Yeah, they got like flags out front that are like little waving dudes. Just
Yes.
Oh, I hate it. This thing should be illegal on the side of roads. Just saying. They're so distracting when you drive. Anyway.
they are. They really are.
Yeah, anyway.
So anyway, I don't want to get into the problems with the a car-based infrastructure
Yeah,
on
that's
stream.
another day.
That's another day problem. So anyway, you walk into this alchemist shop, jingling, the bell goes, and there's this goofy-looking gray-furred halfling just kind of resting behind the counter, just like pouring various potions, and like just like not that one, throws it behind him, and it's just right behind him. Huh, neat. Oh. Well, hello there. Foosfaz at your service. And he kind of just, like, does this dignified bow, accidentally, like, spilling whatever concoction he has out onto his counter. He's like, oh, dearie me, that's going to ruin the finish on the wood. We'll worry about that later. How can I help you? Ooh, you do not look so good. Healing potions, huh?
Was that explosion supposed to happen?
Not sure, so,
Oh.
But also, yes, healing potions.
Well, yeah, I've got...
Very many, please.
I've got...
What do you have?
I've got 3 of them here. 2 of them regular, and then I got a champion tier 1. That's a mechanical note. Champion tier basically does an extra D8 of healing.
Ooh.
With the bonus to your recovery. For the whole lot, I will take 500 silver pieces, but since you're looking so beat up, I'll make it 450.
450? That is much appreciated, considering we are in the process of trying to save your tree and city. So any sort of consideration is much appreciated right now. Don't know if you've seen those snake monsters crawling around.
Oh, yes. Oh, you mean... He kind of looks around. Wait. You mean the mayor actually outsourced it? Didn't think he would.
Oh, no, he didn't. That's, you have Lady Cat Steel to thank for that, and us, the Emerald Caravan. It is nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. Did they?
Oleander networking.
Okay.
Oh, we're just
I
fixing the
understand.
captions. Thanks,
I
chat.
understand.
Yeah. Oleander making the PR moves for us. For us and Cat Steel.
Yeah, I appreciate you shouting out cat. Sure everybody knows.
Look, it's true. I mean,
She's good at her job.
Somebody asked
I
me.
mean, she sent us in, so.
Yeah, how good is
She's
she at her
relatively
job?
good at her job.
Listen, it's not our fault that Steve kicked our ass last week.
Dude, fuck Steve.
We've done so many cool things and we almost freaking TPK to a snake. That's so embarrassing.
No one saw it if we just don't tell anyone.
If we never
have,
mention it again, it didn't happen.
Just don't tell anyone. It's fine.
we have to
Oh,
murder
that snake,
the
it was like
zoologist.
8 feet like tall though. It was, you don't know.
It was
huge.
giant.
It was really more of a dragon if you think about it.
Pretty sure it might have been part basilisk.
Mm-hmm. Its mom was a basilisk.
Oh my god.
All right,
we,
I think I
we should go
fixed it.
silence the zoologist so nobody.
Quick, make her forget us.
Oh, I actually
With
do
her
have
fancy
the bull roar now. Yeah,
Use
I
it
could
just
do
for a
that.
PR stunt.
For someone that is not me. Perfect.
All right, I think.
Well, you
I
know,
fixed
also us.
Yeah.
it. All right, sorry about that. All right, so when you mention that you're handling the snake problem, Foos Faz kind of looks around slyly and he's like, "So you'd be interested in the specialty items that I have now?"
Oh, I like special things.
Well, what kind of, I got things that go boom, I've got things that go zoom. It depends what you're looking for.
Prefer Zoom.
Does
Yes,
everything you have rhyme?
It seems you do not know which ones are supposed to go boom, though.
Well, I've got acid
is that?
bombs, fire bombs, boom bombs, concussion bombs. I've got, you said you were looking for healing.
I think that's just a ball.
I do got these. And he just kind of like slams these like sloshy green colored concoctions and these like rather curvy looking bottles onto the counter. I call it the elixir of life.
All right.
What is
That
it?
does it. Yeah.
Well, you're looking like worse for wear right now. You will be back in tip-top shape. Take a good old chug of one of these bad boys.
What's the catch, friend?
It's just gonna cost you a lot of money.
All right. That's a pretty reasonable catch, honestly.
Lot of money to save you a life? Okay, how much are we talking?
Well, the asking price MSRP, according to market research, says that something like the elixir of life should clock in at around $12.50 silver. But since you're working on saving my town, give me like a haggle type skill roll here.
Oh, okay. Oh shit, not good. I'm gonna
Is there
use
anything the rest of us
charm,
can
I'm
do to help?
Hmm?
Can the rest of us help?
How
Stand there and look heroic?
I whip out the bull roar and I make him forget.
I mean, we do look like we've been through the ringer. There's still like blood down my front because I definitely did go down and bruises across the side of my face.
No. It was a 13.
Okay.
Not, terrible after the mathing, but not good.
Foosfaz kind of just is like, well, you see, as much as I would really just love to help you out here, it's just, the hard part is I still have to make money. I can't just be giving out my potions for free, be it heroes or even for the guards of the village. I'd still be charging the mayor money for the potions, even if it was him. Why don't you, if you could get expensed?
Can you actually charge the mayor for this?
Well, do you have an expense report from his office? Like, did he sign off on something? Blank check,
We can get one.
I have his office keys.
We're kind of like the mayor now, my friend.
I've never had to use an expense report before.
We do actually have his blessing to be doing whatever we need to do to fix things. That is true.
Where did you get his blessing? Was he at the office or at the,
The office.
Oh, he was at the office.
Well, where do you mean? I do not understand. How do you mean? Where did we get his blessing? It was from his mouth.
Well, I just was trying to figure out just how, how do I word this tactfully? Never mind. So, okay, tell you what. I'll knock off...
I got the sense it wouldn't have mattered where he was when we spoke to him.
All right, I'll knock it down to 1,000. That's about as low as I can go for one of these elixirs.
On the mayor's tab, though.
You know what? I think we're good on the elixirs, actually.
All right, well, mechanically speaking, before you say we're good on the
Yeah, I
elixirs...
want to know what they do.
Please don't say we're
They
good on those, 'cause
restore
we're not.
HP to full and remove all conditions currently on you.
Yeah, meta talk. I'm gonna come back and steal one. Don't pay for this thing.
All right, well, I'm glad you made your meta intentions known. Okay.
That is good to know. All right.
All right, I'm going to
It
just...
makes no difference to Azara.
I'm going to just send the cast here. Just the whole ass list
Yeah,
of
you do.
potions.
That
Excellent.
is helpful.
Oh boy.
There's a whole ass list.
All right.
Here are their prices.
Ooh, mystery. Want that one? Done.
You
That's
can
one
ask
for
him
me.
about it.
Whoa. That's
Is
coming
that
out
the
of your
one that went
pocket,
boom?
Soren.
I don't care. I'm rich
Now-
as shit.
Azara has no money.
Oh, well, that's...
Literally, Oleander has all of her money.
I think
That's
Oleander's just
problematic.
in charge of the party's money.
Yeah, I only have
Oleander's our
anything that was
treasurer.
like.
Because the last time Oleander gave someone money, Fenris came home with a pet. So...
I
Nah.
have like 47 silver of my own, but yeah, Oleander has like everything else. Like that's my allowance.
Yeah, I've got mine as well.
Aw.
I have 1 silver to my name and 80
What?
coppers.
I mean, if I ever knew that, she would give you some fucking money. Now y'all are just making Oleander sound like way worse than she is.
Azara doesn't care. She's just like, yeah, Oleander can hold it. Whatever.
So I'm assuming, though,
I mean, she does handle all of the expenses anyway, so it hasn't mattered.
So I'm assuming we're shelling out the 450 for the potions of
Yes.
healing. All right, so there's 2 regular potions of healing. Just a quick mechanics reminder. That's a recovery plus 1d8 to your recovery as well. So you, and then one of them is a champion tier healing potion, which is an additional 2d8 instead. So it's a chunky potion.
Keep that one with Oleander.
Chonky boy.
Oleander
That was
gets
450
that
you said?
one.
Yeah, 450 silver for that. Oh, just also another
Sorry,
mechanical note. You will make... You will be like wheat farmers because you're going to make some bread on this quest, so...
Alright, so I'll take the champion tier, I guess, because I am small.
All right, and potions of power are basically mana potions for casters, or if you're like a martial character, it would like restore like your smites or like one of your daily powers if you have those. So those are also something you might want to consider purchasing as well.
So, wait, potions of power give us back a daily ability?
Yeah, one of your daily powers. So like, let's say you blew spell on the last encounter, you could drink that and regain your use of bless or whatever.
Oh, thank you, Baba Yaga.
This is very handy.
Thank you.
Oh, wow, thank you.
I feel like I'm...
Yeah, actually, we didn't say this at the start, so just a quick reminder. All month of March, all subs and bits to the channel are
yeah.
going to be donated to the Trans Law Center. So thank you so much for all of the subs and the bit donations that y'all have been gifting tonight. It's all going to be donated at the end of the month of March, so thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm sorry I forgot to mention that. I am deep in
The
trying
tech.
in the teching, as you can tell. I am.
No, I
failing.
should have remembered, honestly. So.
No, it's all good. I'm just
Thank
failing.
you.
I'm failing fantastically at teching tonight. It's all
All of
good.
Chris did offer.
I know. I just.
We got our box.
I did. It's in writing.
It
Thank
is
you,
in
AJ.
writing. All right, so a few other things to note. There's some cheap booze you can buy here. It's actually a decent quality because you're actually paying 12 SP for a whole 6-pack. There's an acid bomb. There's some fire bombs. Boom bombs effectively daze targets, so it's kind of like a flash bomb almost. And the concussion bomb is a stunner, and that's a good one because stunning's good in this system. Elixirs of life will just restore you to whole. Mystery potion he will explain if asked about. Potion of clear thoughts boosts MD. Iron skin raises AC and PD, and then you know the rest.
Do we want a potion of iron skin for Oleander?
Yeah. It's not terribly expensive. It's $350. She could
Seems
honestly
like a good
almost.
investment.
And that's the
Like,
whole
she would
encounter
spend-
too.
Oh shoot, we got a hype train.
Choo choo.
Oh, cool! Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you. We do have trains in this setting. Fun fact: steam trains do exist,
Hey.
so it fits the setting. Choo choo choo.
It's true. Yeah. So we should definitely, I think, we'll get the iron skin for Oleander and a potion. How much is the potion of power? Is 200.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah,
come
we've
back
definitely
for
got
it.
enough.
So
I
Soren,
can get it later.
Soren, oh, we'll find a discount place in
Yeah.
town.
5 fingers.
I mean, there's like 3 potions of power, so maybe we'll like buy one, because I assume you don't really like. Are you telling us in the store? Because Oleander's gonna at least buy one.
No. I'm not gonna be like, hey, I'll just come back and shake down the joint.
Right? Like,
Hey, Soren, why don't you give me like a perception type roll, but like not the type of
boy.
perception where you're looking around, more like casing out the joint, since you've expressed your
Ooh.
intentions to rob it, to see like, is there somewhere I could like come back to like get me an
Can I-
advantage?
May I use my new background, runs in the family? Because this
Yes.
feels like a thing that they would do.
Yeah, you may.
Oh, I
use it.
rolled a 1. All right, well.
Soren,
Doesn't run in the
unfortunately,
family.
the thick smell of sulfur is just kind of in the air. Just the exploding potion was just, it's pungent, and it's making it really hard to get it to case the joint out.
I'm just gonna start coughing, and I'm gonna wait outside. This sucks.
All right, so if there's anything else, I mean, he's just kind of eyeing up the potions, like, this might pay this month's rent.
I'm going to
Right.
cast Disguise Self as the mayor and walk back in.
Oh my god. And so Foospa straightens up. Oh, Mr. Mayor, Gary, it's a pleasure. I didn't know you'd be coming in today. How may I
Oh
answer
my
this?
lord.
Yes, I see you've met the adventurers. I don't know Gary's accent.
Oh no.
Yes, the adventurers. Yes, the was it the Emerald Caravan? Was it?
Yes, it's good you got
Yeah.
their name correctly.
Well,
They didn't take kindly to the last people who got their names wrong.
Oh my god.
well, what's in a name, right?
Yes, I expect you're treating them fairly then.
Well, I've given them a few discounts on some potions. Yeah. I mean, I gave them like a 50 silver discount on the healing potions.
50 silver.
Well, yeah. That's
Come on, you
reasonable.
can be a little lighter than that. The town's under siege.
Yeah, so, well.
You're not gonna have a shop if these adventurers. Oh, yeah, little drunk. Sorry. Don't help us out here.
Okay, so. The merchant tries to give the mayor a good look. Like, is he so drunk that he'll forget this interaction? Or is he, like, still, like, lucid a bit? Give me just, like, a charisma roll for, like, a deception, persuasion. Just
My
your
pleasure.
This
charisma.
is so good.
23.
All right.
Yes!
You know what, Mr. Mayor? He just kind of slides one of the elixirs at the party on the house. Good luck with the snakes. Pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Mayor. Now, what is it? Another 6-pack, is it? And you just like,
Please.
I'll put it on the tab.
Thank you. I'll take my 6-pack and walk out because I'm keeping that. shit.
So yeah, the Foosfaz Fizzer is a fruity, fizzy, boozy drink. It's basically the settings like White Claw.
Hell yeah. Soren, there are no laws.
There ain't no laws
here.
when you drink in
Yeah.
the claws.
All right. So what do we actually have now? You think all I've actually docked off, I think, was the champion tier heal.
So you have
far.
450 plus the 200, so 650 for the potion of power and the 3 potions of healing.
Okay.
And then Soren
Right,
just
so-
earned you a free 6-pack and a free elixir of life.
Okay.
AJ, you are muted. In the Zoom.
Yeah, sorry, I was just, a 6-pack. This is dope.
I'll share.
That's all.
I have a feeling I'll be writing down the 6-pack.
That's a
Nobody
Soren
else
item.
is gonna. Yeah.
Not
A legendary
Oleander's
Soren
not
item.
interested. Legendary Soren item.
6-pack.
So who has used a daily, like, who needs a daily a free daily back. Olander has the gauntlet, so I do get one daily spell back.
The only daily I've used is my Invocation of Sun, and that's really not very important.
I've used some pretty heavy ones, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't manage this properly.
I
Um,
still have 5 recoveries, so I should be okay. And I have 2 health
Okay.
potions.
All right. Then I still think Constance should take 1 potion, so you have 3 just to be safe.
Okay.
Olander will give Soren the potion of power for the daily power, and just be like, "Sorry, I hit you with my cane."
That's
the grace-
warranted.
Still, and she'll give it over.
Still. It's not the first time you've hit me with your cane. It probably won't be the last. but
There's like
thank
a
you.
nice welt across Soren's face
Yeah, it's
too.
it just looks like the isn't there a raven on Oleander's cane?
Yeah, there's just like a
Yeah.
raven imprint on his face.
It's like an eye and a beak, like part,
Oh, bummer.
some feathers.
Oh,
And then the elixir. Who wants the elixir of life? Sorry, AJ.
no, you're fine. My question's better for chat anyway.
I'm cool. I still have 5 recoveries left.
Okay, I'm thinking though also the free clear of conditions is like the real big one there. Like, who do we think? Like, Azara gets targeted a lot for stuff because you do healy things.
Yeah, or Constance, just because she's gonna be up front, probably. But...
Yeah, I would say Constance just because she's gonna be
True.
like in the thick of it, and I typically ranged.
What am I getting?
The elixir of life.
The elixir
Elixir
restores HP to full and
of
removes all conditions.
life.
Yeah, so like if you're at 1 and you chug that thing,
Yeah.
you're at full.
Noise.
Yeah.
Or when
I
we
mean,
were
your
rolling like
character's
shit on all of our hard saves.
Yeah, and if you just stacked conditions, like you're vulnerable, ongoing damage, and dazed, it's gone.
Which happened last week, so...
Yeah. Yo, after the quest, feel free to stop back. Like, the dude's stacked with potions. And bombs, alchemical bombs, too.
I mean, I'm sure we'll have to refill.
Did we buy a mystery
Okay.
potion?
Do you...
Oh, I'll buy one with my own money if no one wants to buy
You-
one. I don't.
So
even
are you
care
gonna
what
ask him about it, then?
Yeah, this mystery. I'll come back in after I'm done with my drunk
Yeah.
fit, and come back in. What's this mystery potion, friend?
Oh, this! And he holds up this, like, swirling purple violet drink. It's a bit chunky to describe it.
Why are all your potions chunky? What's going on?
I honestly, I love those old dungeon crawling games because they give good potion descriptions. But, like, he's just kind of like, oh, this is an old town secret. It's part of a special ritual that all of us halflings go through when we, have our destinies read to us by the shaman, of course. Well, sometimes some people, such as the Star Touch, you mentioned Cat's done it. It's kind of an old town tradition. This is one of the ingredients that you need. It opens the mind.
One of the ingredients? Do you know the other ones?
You just gotta hop on over to the nearby gardens and pick you some Zuzu petals, my friend.
Ah, fuck it. I got 75 silver.
It's just 25, my friend, unless you want 3
Oh.
of them.
Do we want 4 of them? Do we all want to do this, or is this kind of like a solo quest?
That's
Is
up to
this
you.
like a
If nothing
side
else,
quest?
Oleander will be curious to kind of try to do like a check on it herself. So she'll take one.
Azara's
Okay.
kind of desperate for anything even vaguely resembling a compass at this point. So she's down.
All right, I'll take 4, my friend.
All
Constance
right.
will be in once we're all in. Don't worry. It's like peer pressure.
Tell you what, buy 3, get 1 free. How about
Oh,
that?
It's very kind of you.
Soren not getting, him not understanding Soren's the same person as the mayor who just talked to him about discounting stuff.
Yeah, I'll say you run a hard bargain, my friend, but thank you for your generosity.
Look, when you're in a specialized field such as myself, when you're good at what you do, I've learned you can't sell it cheap.
True. Never do something you're good at for free, I hear.
That's what I've been told. If you're good at something, get paid. Now, can I help you with anything else, my friend?
No, I appreciate your business. Or
Your-
your whatever you call it. I don't know.
It's a business.
That was me, not Soren.
As you're kind of leaving, you just hear a small explosion and oh damn it!
Oh no.
Hey,
This guy
quick,
know
slightly,
What's up?
slightly off-topic question, but how long has it been in game since the start of the adventure?
Which event? This one?
Mm-hmm.
Not a whole
Since
ass
we
day.
all met in Trevenza.
In game. Oh shit! It's
Yeah,
been
yeah.
Oh,
like
the campaign and game.
oh, so you met
Yeah.
so you met
Long time ago.
like in the late summer in Ishkama, which was a lot. So then we adventured through fall, through season 1. 2 finished fall off and took us into winter, and so now we're in like the middle of winter after everything that went down with Fenris and Huertos. So it's been like quite a few months, honestly.
We did technically lose 2 months to Hex.
Technically speaking.
did.
That's true.
There's a lot of travel time in season 1.
Yeah,
Like,
season
a
1 had a lot
like-
of hoof in it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out when the important anniversaries are going to be for some stat character moments.
Oh, don't worry, we're gonna be
Candlelights
revisiting
is
that
soon,
soon.
Candlelights
don't
is coming
worry.
up, yeah.
Yeah, Candle Nights.
Oh, yeah, when is it?
Candle Nights is
That's good to know.
actually I think it's I had it set up so Candle Nights is either the current month in the game in Yorm, or it's in the next month of Borealum, and I believe it's in Borealum.
Okay.
That would make sense. Cool.
Let me.
Cool. So
I've got Google Docs.
Did you give
for it.
Soren the potion of power for the daily thing?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
cool.
was
Thank
here's for smacking me with my cane.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I forgot.
I mean, she would have given it to you anyway, but now it's disguised as also an apology.
Do you think I should take more meta talk? Do you think I should recharge like my Healy thing, or just do we need straight up damage? What are we thinking?
Oh, dang.
Good
I feel like that
question.
we've been doing maybe. We've got the potions now, though, right? And potions we've decided are minor actions or whatever.
Take the damage.
Right,
We've got
quick
enough
actions.
potions to go around now.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think
I
that's a
will.
good idea.
I will take the potion of power and regain my Song of Thunder.
Oh yeah, that thing was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Then I went down right after I used it. So it
yeah,
didn't
but
last.
that's honestly that's what clinched the encounter for the caravan was that big ass
Yeah.
spell.
It's a good one.
Actually, I'm gonna go ahead now and use my gauntlet because I've only used one of my daily spells so far. But I have to roll a save to see if I get zapped by lightning.
What?
It's like the Aethershock gauntlet, and it's like I can try to overcharge it to like gain back a daily ability, but I have to roll a save, or like I take some lightning damage as like a feedback effect
Oh,
from
no.
like the gauntlet,
Oh,
which is
boy.
I think really fun.
That's fun,
Um,
but you are so
right?
fishy.
First, I'm gonna spend some recoveries because I have 5 hit points.
Yeah,
so I'm
feel
gonna heal
free.
before I maybe knock myself unconscious, getting a spell back.
Yeah,
That'd be
feel
so
free to use the recoveries up.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Hold on, let me roll my recoveries. Oh, I actually rolled a good one. I mean, you know, my recoveries are d6s, so a good one is still really sad.
Look, you take what you can get, right? I think the druid actually has
All right.
d6s as well for recovery die.
Oh,
Alex,
really?
there's
That's
a-
squishy.
yeah, never mind.
I set Fenris up to be a bit chunky as a druid. Like if you build the druid a certain way, they can be chunky.
Yeah, no, I don't make that save. What do I take? Okay.
You
So
got
did you see-
zapped? Oh no!
Yeah, I've never actually done this, I think. So, like, while we're sort of resting, you see Oleander, like, fiddling with this gauntlet, and is just like, I don't think this is quite right. Ah, scheiße! Oh, man, and I took a lot of damage.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh
Did
no!
you knock myself out?
Oh
Oh boy!
I go sprinting over and heal Oleander.
Oh no.
Yeah, the gauntlet's
Goes
like.
75 silver.
So you run over to Oleander, the gauntlet's like just hissing, and it like still like discharging static electricity.
Oh no.
I will take appropriate measures to not also get zapped.
All right, yeah, just don't use that gauntlet. So you get Oleander back
Don't
up
give
with
me
a
with
heal.
a stick to heal me.
Oh my god.
Stab you with the lance from like 3 feet away.
Oh my god, I can't believe that happened. I rolled max damage on the die.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh, dang. That sucks.
Yeah, that hurts.
Oh my god, I'm literally crying. I can't believe I did that.
Amazing.
Somehow I can, after all we've
Good
been
use
through.
of recovery.
After-
That's the best down of the campaign.
I don't know if it'll ever beat open psionic book that melted brain, but you know.
That's fair. Yeah, that
After
was-
specifically being told it already happened to someone else in the
after the
party.
warning.
It's like
Hey,
it had first
careful with
knocked
that book.
Blossom. Yeah, like Blossom died and King Jax like saved her.
Careful with that
And then
book.
Saren was like, I'm gonna do it.
Ah.
Alrighty, so.
Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. Holy shit.
I'm glad you're
Anyway,
not dead, because if you
Me
just
too.
like killed yourself by accident through that, I swear to
my
God.
God.
It
Ah,
wasn't
Pudding's
that much
campaign.
like damage.
Still.
It's 1d6 times level. And I
Still, you
rolled
are
max.
squishy.
Yeah, so.
It's almost worse because now I know how much it takes to put you down, and that's not good.
Yeah.
Well, I had it like totally healed to 100% full to just kind of like save some stuff because I'm gonna drop so quick anyway after a certain point for Oleander. It's like I might as well just hang out at half health. But yeah, I had like 13 hit points and then I got 18 in damage. I was like, this will be fine.
Jesus.
Narrator, it was
Fucking
not
A.
fine.
In fact, it was
All right.
not fine.
I'm sorry, that was just so
Well,
fucking amazing.
It better happen now than in combat.
Right? That was actually why I wanted to do it now, like just sort of in case, like mostly, like yeah. I figured that would be better. Anyway. I now have access to Bones Beneath again, which was that sweet spell that I used last time to get us like fucking 7 snake skeletons on our side.
Oh
Nice.
yeah, that spell's
That was
metal as shit.
Like, that's worth Oleander embarrassingly dropping herself during our heal up time, I think.
You know what? Let's have some fun. Hey, Oleander, so you're knocked out, right?
Oh no, fuck! What have I done?
What have you done? That's a great
Yes.
question. So before,
Or, I mean, Azara healed me, but
but before Azara gets you back up, there's a moment. It's dark around you, and even though you don't see the presence that's around you, but you can certainly feel it. It doesn't have anything really much to say, but you get this sense of being watched by this entity. My question to you is, does Oleander call out to the entity at all? You know what I'm saying? Call out, ask.
yeah. I think she will, cause she's still trying to kind of figure things out. So
All right.
I think she would.
Okay. And what
Sorry,
exactly?
pulling up notes.
No, you're good. I'm trying to. I'm over here also trying to. Okay, that's where you went. All right, go ahead.
I mean, like pretty much just, she'll call out, just be like, hey, hello?
So, you call for us. What questions do you have?
Well, I mean, I have many. I still want to know why me? Why did you give me these abilities? Not, I don't know, not even Apollo or something? I mean,
Why not your brother? Why you? Do you still spurn and reject our gifts? Do you think your brother deserves it instead?
I don't. I don't wish that upon him, but I just don't understand.
You don't understand. Perhaps they never told you then.
Told me what?
Oh, little flower. It seems that they all continue to lie, time and time again. All lies, all hiding the truth from you, of your power, of your lineage.
What do you mean?
Surely you haven't figured it out. You've seen the raven-haired, the raven-winged angel, have you not?
Yeah, does he serve you?
No. But born of me, he is similar to you. And then as he says that, like, kind of like these, they look like they should be like angel wings, but they're like made of like just ichor and like the tendrils of this creature as it begins kind of like forming from within the shadows and kind of just crawls towards you, slinks up, kind of like swirling around you. And like the ichory black claw just kind of runs itself through your luminous hair, dimming, just obliterating the light in your hair as when he drags his claw through it, your hair just becomes dark like the shadows. Just a little too long for comfort after he's done, after he runs his hand through your hair and he says, my, you are beautiful.
Is this... Did my mother do something? Was the Inquisition right?
The Inquisition are nothing more than rabid dogs serving a god that has no place, calling itself king. I've come to liberate you, young Oleander.
How so?
I can free you from the light that beams and radiates from within your soul. All you must do is let me.
What happens if my light goes out? What does that mean?
I would not concern yourself with that. That is for something beyond your comprehension. A realm we exist in, and one you are born from, but not allowed to enter just yet.
No, I don't understand enough.
All in due time, you will learn just how awful the light is. And yet again, you will find yourself calling our name. We could make you queen. We could give you everything you ever wanted. All you must do is simply ask.
I need to think.
Of course. It's all you mortals ever do is think.
What was the threshold you mentioned when we spoke last?
Ah, yes. You finally feel enough hatred in your soul. It was only a matter of time. Life does that to you mortals.
It's not my fault.
It's not your fault at all, my flower. Instead, you were in the right place at the right time. We have been planning for centuries, since the beginning. The order will be changed, and you could have a place in that breaking of the cycle of the wheel of power. Are you tired of the gods and their control over you? Think not of us as a demon, but as liberators.
You have given me a lot to think about.
Well, it seems our time is coming to an end. And, like, you kind of see, like, this beam of light that's shaped like Azara's hand kind of coming through the darkness as she's healing you back to, standing quality here.
Woo!
As you snap back to, you are just kind of left with the image of Blackheart dancing in your mind. Have fun with that, I guess.
Yeah,
Love
that
that.
was great.
Love that for us.
I kind of feel like it's actually sort of like a moment where like while she's unconscious and that's like happening, I think when her hair dims, it like dims in real life for a second and then it comes back.
Oh,
That's really
yes.
cool.
I love that.
And then she'll like sort of wake up and just sort of sit up startled.
Oleander, are you okay?
Yeah, sorry about that. That was embarrassing. I just like look at the smoking gauntlet.
Your hair. It I don't know, flickered?
It did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's new. It's okay now, though, yeah?
It looks fine.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you. I am sorry. Do we need to go get another? We need to go get another potion now before we keep going. We can just run back in there if we need.
All right, and as you're saying that, let's bump over to Soren, who's got some plans here. Soren,
Yeah.
I do.
you said you want. Oh, you already robbed the guy. That's right. Unless you want to
Yeah,
go back. Unless you have any other plans.
I mean,
No, the
I
plan
wanted to do a
adjusted.
little.
Sorry.
Wanted to do a little scene with Thorn before we go into any combat.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, go for it. Oleander, Sam, just mark it in like the chat what you're gonna go back and purchase and do. We don't need to go back and do more potion shopping for the sake of time.
Where are we now?
You're kind of still by Foosfaz's. You're still in town, but you're not like by any immediate threats.
Okay.
If that helps.
Are we by where we're staying?
Yeah, you can easily work your way back to the laboratory if you want.
Nah, I probably just carry everything with me all the time. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, no, you got it. Yeah, no, you're adventuring right now,
Nice.
so you've got all your shit with you.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, at some point during the day, Constance will just kind of pull Soren to the side, when everyone else is busy, and just... Soren, if you do not mind, I have a bit of a favor to ask you.
Yeah, of course. Anything.
Well, firstly, I wanted to express that I'm very sorry for how I handle things, at the Iris and then later at the ball, but anyway, I'm sorry about that. But...
Constance, you don't owe me any apologies. I owe you the apologies. You're fine.
Oh no, I made a huge scene. It was terrible of me. But anyway, if you may remember, when we first started adventuring together, I carried some things for you.
I do remember that fondly. Yeah.
And I was hoping maybe you could carry something for me for a while.
Sure, I think that's fair. What do you got?
So she will then reach into one of her many bags and pull out the helm of the blue dragon and present it to Soren. To be quite honest, I don't exactly remember how this came into my possession. I feel like it traded hands a few times, but I already have a helmet, and this one would look rather cool with your outfit.
I sort of look it over. Yeah, I'll have to let the hair down, but yeah, I can carry it. Do you want me to use it or just hold on to it for you?
It is up to you.
I don't want to use your items.
No, please. Think of it as a peace offering.
Constance, I'll take it, but I should be giving you the peace offering. You've done nothing to me.
Well, take it all the same.
Alright, but I'm going to find you a peace offering. And then it's just going to go in a circle, because then you're going to want to find me one, and then we're never going to stop.
I do not need any gifts. I do greatly value you as part of the caravan, and I'm sorry that I have trouble expressing such in I suppose I do not quite know how to word this, but I suppose that is the problem.
You don't have to say anything else, dear. I really appreciate your words. I was feeling not very part of the caravan since I've come back, but in the last few days, several of you have showed me that I still have a place here, and it means more than I can orate to you. So
I do very much want you to be here. I hope you want to be here as much.
I do. I'm not planning on going anywhere anytime soon unless there's another snake that takes me out.
Oh, well, let's hope we shall not run into more snakes. Wait. Oh.
Like after today, we'll start hoping.
Yes, after today, we shall avoid the snakes.
All right. Deal. Thank you, Constance.
Oh, thank you.
All right, Soren, do note in the Roll20, you should have the Helm of the Blue Dragon in your items. Okay. So just to note, that's a +1 to your MD when you're wearing it, and you get a once-a-day Lightning Breath ability. So that's pretty
epic.
Yeah, pretty cool to get another sort of daily thing.
Soren's gonna throw it on only in combat to not ruin his image.
Yeah, I assume if you have helmets, we're Dragon Aging it, where it's like for
I'm
social.
toggling headgear.
Whipping hide helm.
Yeah. Like that's what I assume is like when you're kind of just fucking around, running around. Your characters are dressed like in their casual looks, and then like if you don't want them wearing their armor all the time, that's when they're like in their casual look.
Sounds good. Thank you, AJ.
Ah, yes, Soren was a softie with Constance. Deserved Amy's fave.
+1 relationship with Constance.
Okay, so anything else before we set out? If not,
I think so.
all right. Party. Are you ready to head to the 6th bow?
I suppose so.
Thank you for the
That was
bits.
the 7th.
12-sided. Oh yeah, the 7th is that's the drug trip one.
Okay, so you gotta get through this to get to got it.
Are you gonna stop in the garden and get those flowers?
Yeah, unless you had like a big scene in mind for it, but
No, there's no big
scene.
scene.
Okay.
It's just
I'll get enough for all of us.
They're just like these like almost tropical looking yellow flowers that are very not of this region, but they're growing on this warm tree as like vines and stuff.
Sure. Yeah. I'll grab enough for all of us.
Alrighty then. So, all right. So yeah, you can just kind of pick them. It's just kind of like they grow like just everywhere on the vines, even too. You don't even have to stop. Like when you ask like one of the botanists at the garden, they're just like, yeah, they grow everywhere around here, dude. Like just grab one off the trees if you want one.
Soren's like trying to pay him, and he's just like, "There's 1,000."
Yeah, he's just like, dude, just take them. Like they flower all the time. They don't stop.
Sweet.
So, let us see. So, you make your way heading toward the long rope bridge connecting the 4th bow to a large tunnel carved into the arch tree known as the Hollow. Moss and vines hang from the openings of these cavernous carved tunnels as you approach to enter. A set of sky guards with their day gliders at the ready next to them stand at attention as you approach and step aside. They step aside, their big bat creatures step aside, and it would seem your party's beginning to resemble the force you have become, and that is one to be reckoned with. Not rookies anymore, that's for sure. Dr. Pothos must have been correct about the medusa and her interest in the pagoda, because as you exit the tunnel onto the massive branch that holds up the 6th bow, you see the strange lights flashing from within the tower, surrounded by perpetual blossoming branches. Don't mind me, we're just setting the... Alright. Alright. You may wish to curse the civil engineers who planned the 6th bow, though, because unfortunately, there's only one way to Martin's Pagoda, and there certainly is a party gathered outside. I'm gonna boop us over to the Roll20 here, get the party on this cam here. Onto the Mapperoonie. Alright, so this is what we're looking at, this is what we're looking at. A lot of snakies. So more of the snake creatures you have been encountering are gathered outside, but also there are snake people, like these sort of naga, like snake warriors, holding swords in their arms as they coil around the branches and walkways of the trees. Your best bet is unfortunately a frontal assault here. Feel free to discuss options, strategy here, but unfortunately, this place was not very well designed.
Thanks,
Can you
I hate
remind me,
it.
do we know why they're here?
You're not 100% sure. There's the Medusa, and there's a potential connection to the Moonlit King shenanigans.
Gotcha. Okay.
And she's also using the Grimstone is what she used on the
Right.
Right.
on Steven, so there's that
Good
too.
old Steven.
Ah,
Yeah, I
rip
feel
Steve.
responsible for that. My bad.
Oops.
I'm sorry,
Thanks,
Steven.
Chris.
Shit.
While you discuss tactics, I'm gonna just start filling in the turn order
Yeah.
because we
we
pre-rolled.
already rolled, right?
Oh yeah, we did.
We pre-rolled because we're
Good,
smart.
like 2 weeks ago.
Yo,
Heck yeah.
Yo.
best stream, voted
You ain't
best
go
stream.
past
This is
us.
why. This is
Voted
why.
best, most
By us.
watched.
Most
Voted
watched.
most
Voted most watched by us.
By us, by watchers. Wait, no, that's bad.
Wait. Also, this map looks awesome.
Thank you.
This is very cool.
Yeah. Epic Isometric's been just the maps slay. I don't know how else to word it. And the tokens are great. I mess around with them if I need to. So sometimes I'll like take them into Photoshop briefly and just like change a few things around on them, and bada bing, now we have like red snake dudes as well.
Okay. So we pretty much have no route, at least by foot, except for the bridges, correct?
That is correct. Unless you're gonna try and Tarzan it, I don't imagine any other way of getting in.
No, that seems like
Yeah,
a bad idea.
Whoa, I'm going first. Shit.
That sounds like a great thing for Oleander. Let's try.
Let's try it.
Now I'm rolling.
Let's give it a go. I say we do it.
Yeah.
I've
passionate
rolled
win.
a 1 tonight already. It's out of the way.
Oh my god. Amazing.
Trying to remember how much damage a long sword
It's
does.
D8, I believe. Yeah, if you're one-handing it, D8s, two-handing D10s.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, remember the weapons are like pretty open-ended in this too, so.
Oh yeah, you've got that snaky sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, the +3 versus snake sword that we somehow forgot about when we were fighting snakes.
Oops.
Oopsie. Would have been nice to remember
now-
that one.
Does it seem like this is like the core of the force that like we're dealing with? Are they
Oh,
like
yeah. This-
in or about a structure?
They're guarding the pagoda that Pothos was discussing.
Okay.
So
I guess
like,
that's our
Just trying to think of,
target.
like,
yeah, so this is probably like the bulk of the snakes though. Like you could probably gather to reason by the number of them and the number you slaughtered at Red Tooth. This is probably the bulk of their forces. Especially considering we've got a general like Slithian High Priest here.
you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do it now because you had said I could just do this before
Yeah.
battles to avoid the ridiculous round casting.
Yeah, and
Dang.
anything you cast at the beginning of this one, as long as you move quick enough, it'll carry over into the next one. I'll just say
Okay, that
for
is
my
good
friends.
to know. Alright. Shit, I'm gonna do something new then. I haven't actually used the spell yet, but the way I've been doing it's gonna be handy. As we sort of like approach, I think Orlando's just gonna be like, okay, I'm not going to go down again. And as she walks, you watch as like her form kind of shifts into essentially what she would look like if she had just stayed dead since Brewer's Day,
Oof.
as she casts
Oh.
zombie form, giving
Oh,
herself
boy.
30 temporary hit points for the encounter. Which it means twice her maximum like hit points. And so it's like sort of as we make our way like towards the fight, you watch as like she just sort of becomes this like gruesome, emaciated like version of Oleander, where like her skin becomes even more gray and parts of her face and like ribs and shoulder bones are completely exposed now. Whatever skin like you can see is just covered in that same like creepy shadow veins she gets. And you see that there's where that like scar from like the bullet wound is, there's just a straight up hole like going through her shoulder, like it had like, you know, clearly never healed.
And from that hole is like just kind of like crawling like tendrils just kind of seep out of it, and like the Ikari shadows, they drip down, but then they turn into shadows and are like these after images, these dark after images of like a continuously decaying Oleander to a point where Faye is just like a skeleton in these after images. Sorry to interrupt, but I just needed to add that Blackheart detail.
That was pretty much it. It's just sort of like, if anybody sort of looks alarmed at her, she just stares back and goes, it's a surprisingly harder to kill me if I have one foot already in the grave, and gives you like this weird lopsided, like half decomposed smile.
Love it. Alrighty. So
Not
anything else? Lucy, are we popping that invocation?
Yes, we are.
Alright.
And do I have time to cast shield of... No, bless. Do we have time to cast Bless now before the combat actually starts, or should I wait to do that on my turn?
You'll have to do that on your turn if you want. I'll either give you the invocation or the bless, one or the other.
Invocation, please.
Okay.
Oh, and don't bless Constance, because I have a helmet that'll bless me.
Okay, good to know.
I will do Story of Heroes for +1 saves and +1 attack bonus, because now I'm level 3.
All right, and what's that like?
Oh, I think Soren will just start telling a story about how easy these snakes were and how, like, it was pretty much just a run-of-the-mill fight, but with more details than Chris is willing to give.
That's fine. I know that feeling all too well. All right, Soren, anything else with your turn?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, Soren begins reciting from his book about how the snakes would fall. And with that, we go to the Slithian High Priest. This big old toady-looking lizard dude is just kind of floating here, and he just kind of holds his hands folded up and then brings them up as like this greenish white light begins dispersing amongst his fellow snakies as he himself casts a bless spell on his snaky comrades. All right, that's his turn, and the Snaky Warriors are up, and boom, Constance, it's go time.
All right.
They are starting to pile in now.
I don't like that.
So they're just kind of slithering up and around the branches, and only one of them, Constance, this bridge is so thin, you're gonna only one of them can engage you at this time, okay?
Okay. And it would be a bad idea to destroy the bridge, right?
I'll leave that judgment up to you.
Maybe at the
Nat 20. We're starting off strong tonight here, folks, with the rolls. That was not the purple die of justice. I am surprised.
At least this is before I activated my halo.
26 points of damage as the sword it catches you in just the right spot. The snake kind of curls around you, drives the sword into your side, bypassing the armor and all that good stuff. Pulls it back out and just... And it's
What's it called when you're more than halved?
Staggered.
Staggered. That's what I am.
Okay.
That's what I am.
All right, good to know. And that is the snaky turn. The purple broodlings are just kind of stuck, just chittering and chattering. Oleander, it is your turn.
Dip.
Dip.
See, I'm like still getting myself like settled, figuring out the effects.
No worries. Do you want me to pull it up in the SRD?
No, I just pulled it up on the in our handy wiki actually.
Hey.
It just took me a minute to navigate. What the fucking spells do I have prepared? What am I doing? Where am I? Okay, I'm gonna just fucking magic missile this goddamn priest. I'll make that quick.
All right.
So because that's an easy auto hit.
Yeah.
I have that prepped. So here's my other thing. That's gonna be 12 force damage.
All right, so
As I just shoot those like dark force bolts at him.
just kind of like does the classic, getting thrashed around by multiple bolts of magic. The Slithian priest is looking worse for wear, but is still kind of floating there, like this like chunky, this bulbous snake creature. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
That's it for now.
Alrighty, so with that, the archers are up, and they're just gonna start flinging arrows at you. Good old-fashioned arrow flinging. Oh, the audience gets to see how much HP the monsters have this week. This is fun. This is fun.
Ooh, we get to see how much HP the monsters have this week if you go to Twitch.
The archers, they're gonna just start flinging arrows your direction. That's what archers do best. One of them's going towards Constance, one to Oleander, because, oh my god, there's a zombie!
Oh.
Yeah?
Sorry, I did think of one thing that I forgot to do. If I can chug a potion with my action, I want to take that.
Yeah, that's true.
That iron skin thingy. Because I forgot.
No, you good. Alright, so for Constance, I'm guessing that a natural 13, just a 13 doesn't hit.
No.
Soren, that's a lot less, so that's gonna miss. Damn, Oleander, I'm sorry. 26 to hit. AC.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. And so, arrows are sailing over your heads. One of them manages to find purchase in Oleander. That is going to be 13 points of damage as the arrows come sailing down.
They're just like, I think, sticking in my, like, weird, creepy skeleton ribs and stuff. Like, I'm still taking the damage, but you can see them just sort of like you can see them piercing through my bones.
Okay, sweet. Zara, it is your turn.
I cast Bless on myself, Soren, and Oleander.
Okay.
So that's +1 attack bonus until the end of battle, and 1d10 temporary hit points.
Okay. Quick question for you, Lucy. Give me a nice look into Zara's mindset right now. I'm curious after everything that's going on.
What thoughts at this point, even?
Yes, please. What thoughts?
It's been a bad time.
Yeah.
It's been a bad time. And she just really desperately doesn't want anybody else to go down.
Okay.
And it's tough because usually Sarah is really passionate about saving people and helping people wherever she can. But she's looking at this horde of snakes. And she's just exhausted. And she doesn't really want to be here. But she just wants her friends to get out of this alive.
Yo, Zara, I get you, girl. Alright, so you're blessed. That I'm pulling up the conditions page right now. That's what for the everyone?
It's +1 to all attacks this battle and 1d10 temporary hit points.
Alright, mark that, my dear friends. Alright, Zara, as you're thinking about how desperately you want your friends to survive this encounter, you kind of feel a familiar presence around you. Even though the moon is not out, there is a familiar presence as you kind of like look to the clouds above. And when you look back down, as you see your blessing of starlight grace over your allies, there's a roll of thunder that crawls across the atmosphere. Everyone who's blessed by Azara for this encounter will deal an additional 1d12 points of lightning damage.
Oh shit!
As your weapons become encapsulated with like a light bluish lightning.
Who is this from? Can I tell?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me like a religion style skill roll.
Can I add either devout or child of the Fae?
Devout would probably make sense. It's a religion thing.
Right. 27.
27. God damn. There are many storm deities across the lands in WovenRealm. The ones that come to mind immediately for Izara would probably Bulin Yang. I see he gets dropped in the chat. That is a nice arch existence of the storms. Another one that comes to mind is Gorweir, the god of storms, war, and something else that I can't think of off the top of my head. He is married to Gwynlia, and he is one of the sons of Kovar. Fun fact. He's mentioned in the wiki in a few pages.
Can you spell that for me?
Goerwyr.
Thank you.
No problem.
I would like to summon my motes of starlight.
One more thing about what you understand about the gods. Azar is also aware, because of being a mortal chosen one of your own deity, it's quite common for the gods to have various mortal avatars. Saint Oriana is considered an avatar of Kovar by some people. It depends if you believe in that shit. To others, Gorweir himself has had avatars throughout the past. None of them, you're maybe familiar with one of them because of your Child of the Fae background. Your mother maybe had mentioned long ago in the Kingdom of Elant. Actually, it's the story that Soren had read you. The knight who had pledged himself to the Lady of the Lake, Oberyn Eversummer, was a incarnation of this god.
Huh.
Yeah, and Soren just told you that story, not last night. That's weird.
That is weird. I will just a quick prayer of thanks for the aid.
Yeah, which name are you? Names are powerful in this, as the Moonlit King has made you very well aware. What name are you going to refer to this god as when you thank them?
Let's see if I can pronounce it, even though you just said it. Gorweir?
Yep, that's
Gorweir?
Yeah, Gorweir, that's
Right.
correct. If you're a Kovithian, it would be Gorweir.
No.
So yeah, you toss up a thank you prayer to Gorweir, and as you kind of whisper his name in your head and summon your motes of starlight, there's a rumble of thunder across the sky. All right, Constance, it's your turn. There's a lot going on right now. How does this happen?
There's a lot.
I don't know how I always end up doing this.
Okay, so I have a few things I need to do.
All right.
Firstly, we're gonna bless myself with my helmet. So we're blessing for power, not for broad effect. So I get a +3 to a bunch of stuff. To attack and damage, right? Or just attack? I think it's just attack.
It's +2 to your attack, yeah.
Yeah. +3 to my attack because it's for power.
You're also brave as shit for the rest of the encounter.
Okay, and then I'm gonna activate my halo, so I don't lose any more health, and then I'm gonna rally and use a recovery, and I think that's everything I can possibly do on a turn.
All right, so Constance is just Goku charging right now as this
Essentially.
as the enemies are at the gate. Constance is just yeah.
I'm going Super Saiyan.
Yeah, and so party's watching Constance. She's starting to glow a little more intensely than her usual radiation glow is. So
I'm no longer staggered.
the broodlings are up. They're kind of just stuck where they're at, but the green ones are going to start climbing along the sides of the trees to start reaching the party. So they're just starting to climb along the branches and just they're circling, slithering up branches and twigs, and it's getting hairy in there. What's up?
Question: does everything on the map count as a snake?
Yes. Every enemy that you are fighting is considered a snake right now.
All right, cool.
Because they are all related.
Good to know.
Yeah. So we're at the top of the order. Escalation die takes up to 1. So from inside the pagoda, you see these massive, cobra-like heads kind of just bust out of the pagoda. Just And these aren't enemies you're gonna have to deal with. It's just letting you know there's bigger shit inside to deal with. But these giant cobra heads are just kind of hissing in the air. They're spitting. Spit rains down from the branches above. Soren, it's your turn at the top of the order.
Okay, I am going to shoot the high priest.
Sure.
Hey, that's a good roll. Yeah, that's like 30 to hit.
Fuck, that hits.
That's a lot. I'm so buffed right now by so many people, so it's hard not to hit. Where's my D10s?
What's your
and then
minimum
that's
damage?
Well, I rolled a 15, and then I have the D12 from the thunder.
Oh yeah, he's fucking
right.
Yeah, how does Soren kill this fucking floating snake dude?
I think that he's going to reach down for his gun and the holster on his side, and like his tattoo just kind of like grows down to meet it at the fingertips. And then he'll just like Devil May Cry style like side shoot and just kill the.
I'm so glad there's a fellow Devil May Cry fan in the game. God.
I need to play it more, but it's pretty good.
Same though. So yeah, it's just Soren just and like just this floating snake priest gets knocked back and just starts tumbling down from this like tree, this suspended walkway, and just goes tumbling down to the ground way far below. And you are too high up to hear the accompanying squish that would go with it.
That's good.
Yeah, so the high priest is dead. There's no more spellcaster. Good move.
Good. I'm gonna try to sustain my story as well, which I do with the nat 20, which doesn't really mean much, but the story continues.
The story continues, and Soren, after hearing the thunder and seeing like Izara, whisper to herself about, "Yo, thanks, Gorweir," Soren's gonna like start reading that story again as things are going down, because that would just make sense to keep.
Please don't hurt us. Here's your story.
I hope you liked it when I told it before. I'm sorry if
on our side.
I'm sorry if I didn't get all the details accurate, man. Please don't hurt me.
And that's it for me.
All right, sweet. All right, sorry. I'm just readjusting some tech things because my eyes finally noticed some things that were off. It just takes me a minute because it's so tiny when you're in studio mode. So tiny. All right, with that, we will go to the next turn with the purple broodlings. They're stuck, so Oleander, just start your turn.
Okay, the purple broodlings are stuck, you say?
They're not, like, stuck, but they're kind of... There's a traffic jam right now, so...
Okay, though. Yeah, though, I'm gonna fucking target them, though. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna cast the Bones Beneath. Which is that big mook droppy one if it works. I mean, it'll hit. That's a 30 to hit AC.
Yeah.
Which targets a mook and thus its mob.
Yep.
And it's gonna be 30 negative energy damage.
Are you also summoning
and
skeletons
anything
on
that drops, anything that drops becomes a skeleton under my control now. 3, and they take their turn
4,
immediately, so I'll start rolling.
5. So yeah, same deal as what happened 2 weeks ago when the immediate moment these snakes are dying, their skeletons are crawling out like one last final skin molt before they leave this world. But the skeletons just come out. There's no skin on the skeletons as the everything else just kind of slakes to the ground like some wet meat suit. And the skeletons are just kind of like, and they're ready to go.
Okay. And I've got, how many was that? I'm sorry.
You got 6.
Nice.
Yeah,
right,
30. Yeah, these moves.
Roll.
Yeah, you fucked this mob up, yo.
Sweet. Okay, well that's a 17 on the die for 1.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
I'm just gonna start having them like attacking. I think on the other side of like these.
Oh yeah, you're gonna just
guys.
freaking. Oh, we're gonna just crunch them. Oh, I love it.
Yeah. So it's like us on one end and then them on the other.
How much damage do these skellies do?
My skellies deal.
Because I know it depends the minion.
Sorry. Yeah, these ones deal 5 damage.
Oh, that's so 1 hit. 1 minion, 1 hit. So just tell me how many minions you're killing.
All right. So that was the first roll. That's a 15 on the die.
All right, yeah. They do not have a lot of...
13 on the die.
That will not hit.
That's a miss.
15 to hit.
That's nat fucking 20.
All right, that's 2 of them.
And then a miss.
All right, so the purple broodlings were not, like, ready for, well, their allies to die and turn on them. So as the skeletons are crawling out of the skin, they're just leaping and starting to kill the other broodlings that remain that didn't get killed by the spell as they're just turning around. And now, like, the snake creatures are all beginning to kind of look a little panicked as they realize they're being out-tacticked right now and that their high priest is gone. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn, Oleander?
I'm gonna use my action to take one of my potions.
Sure.
Just
Glug.
Keep going, because I wasn't totally at full before, so...
No, I hear you.
While I chip away at my temp HP.
All right, the archers are up, and they're all gonna start. Constance, Oleander, Izara. So we'll do that order. Constance, 16.
To hit
AC.
me and the AC? No.
Oleander, that's a nat 1. No. If
Yeah,
it was Constance, he would have been hitting his own enemy, his own friend. Izara, I'm rolling like. Okay, never mind. I'm not rolling complete. 22 to hit AC.
And it's
All right, not complete booty just yet. Much better than last week because those rolls were nasty last week. 8 points of damage as an arrow just kind of finds purchase in you. You weren't expecting it. You're kind of still probably a little like, Jesus? Storm Jesus? Is that you? Sky Daddy? So with that, Izar, it's your turn as this arrow.
how many points? Sorry.
Math 8.
8. There goes my temp HP.
Hey, I mean, you still got HP though, right?
Yeah.
All right, Izar, it's your turn as the arrow finishes burying itself in you, and the searing pain in your shoulder shoots through you.
Scanning the battlefield.
All right, what do we want to see?
What looks right now like the biggest threat?
That thing was eliminated. It was the spellcaster. The biggest threat's probably whatever's inside the pagoda.
Okay, but like, what can I see now that looks most problematic?
Either the archers or the snake dudes on the bridge, but judging from the plans that I'm seeing, AJ...
I think Constance has that one covered.
I think Constance has that one covered.
I will
Do
target
we
the-
want to blow the bridge? I still don't really know.
I mean, if we need to get to the pagoda to stop what's happening in the pagoda, we need the bridge to get there, don't we?
Yeah,
Well, if you
that's
blow
kinda
it,
what
you
I
could jump
thought.
it.
Oh boy.
Also, I can fly.
Can I jump it?
We'll find out. You also
Speak
have a
for
little...
yourself,
Trust me.
everybody. Also, actually, fun fact, I do take a deduction while I'm in zombie form to dex checks.
Oh, yeah,
It
that
doesn't
is
affect
important to know.
attacks or anything, but for jumping, yeah, zombie Oleander ain't making that.
If Constance
me.
doesn't blow the bridge...
It's a -5.
Oh boy.
If Constance doesn't blow the bridge, the next immediate threat would be the Snake Warriors. Blowing the bridge, though, you could probably get collateral damage on the dudes climbing on the tree branches there. So you wouldn't just kill the 3 snakies. You'd like get a lot of collateral damage in there. But yeah, it's either that or the archers. The broodlings are going down quite quickly.
I have faith in Constance. Let's
Oh,
hit the
boy.
archers.
Sweet.
The D12, is it to each of my attacks? Like each separate mode of stars gets one, or do I have to pick one mode of stars to take?
So each mode of stars is a D is the 1D whatever the damage is. So if you
Yeah, but the additional D12 damage is...
Oh yeah, that'll count too because it's an attack. It's just it's the blessing of the storm god.
But is it for each mote? Or
Yeah,
like
because they're each
one for the
considered 3 separate attacks.
Right.
It's like Eldritch Blast basically.
I'm targeting the mooks,
All right, goodbye mooks.
the archers, over there. Oh shit. Hold on.
No worries.
18?
To hit, yeah, that hits.
Okay. So that's a D10 and a D12.
Jesus, what have I done?
11 points.
All right.
1 point of star damage, 10 points of storm damage.
Nice, nice.
Second bolt is it's more than 20.
Yeah, that'll hit. 16's to hit.
Another 11 points.
All right, I'm doing it where I'm marking each archer separately to optimize your damage output here for you.
And last one, same as my previous roll.
All right, so that's gonna hit.
7 points.
All right, so you're gonna take down one of the archers and leave another one very much staggered. Motes of starlight just go sailing over the snake heads and just knock an archer off the top on this balcony on the pagoda, just tumbling down the trees.
I like to think with the lightning damage flickering around them, they look kind of like tiny comets.
Yes.
Trailing sparks.
Perfect. All right, anything else you'd like to do, Azara?
Summon 3 more for next time.
All right, Constance, it is your turn. Your Gorfin friend is kind of like standing by you, just like at the snakies, trying to be as threatening as possible. Tails like floofed the fuck up.
I love her so much.
And just...
Okay, so we're not gonna blow the bridge, right?
You might want to, because the green broodlings will move.
Yeah, let's just let's destroy the bridge. I'm gonna take my sword and just hack as hard as I can.
All right, hit the. It's not hard to hit a stationary object. Roll damage. And let's see how much damage you deal.
How much damage I deal? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll to hit an.
23.
Okay, yeah, bridge goes down. Just the snakes on the bridge are just like. And like the bridge goes tumbling down, and they hit all of these broodlings here on the way down, and just. And with that, I'm going to just call combat over. You've destroyed most of the enemies. The remainder snake creatures are just going to begin retreating, seeing that defeat is imminent. I'll just tick the escalation die up to 2 here and keep static conditions for this combat here. Skeletons will remain summoned. Blesses and Songs of Heroes will stay up if you are going to be immediately moving into the next section.
I think we should, because I don't want to waste my invocation.
All
Plus
right.
we saw stuff happening.
All right, so you, one moment here. I've got some, oh shoot, I'm a mess. Where are my notes?
If Oleander can't, Constance did destroy the bridge, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, if Oleander can't make it across unfair, I can try to carry Faye.
Yo, I can mend that
I can
shit.
fly.
Yes, Soren can just mend the bridge. So
Can I
Soren,
just
Oh yeah.
mend the bridge
so
back together?
Soren just comes up, touches the bridge, and like the rope begins reforming, and the bridge begins reconnecting. Just.
Well, now you're just rubbing it in.
Nice.
Said I'd do your dresses, and I'll just start walking across the newly formed bridge.
So you rush as best as you can across the newly formed bridge to the reformed bridge to the pagoda. Painting a calming blue light that seems to match well the strange unnatural light emanating from within. You rush to the entrance and enter whenever you're ready. I will let you burn a recovery right now if you want, as you're gearing up for the next fight. You slowly step into the pagoda, taking care not to give away your position. As you venture deeper in, you notice the writhing scales along the walls and support columns of the structure as you make your way toward the pulsating light deep within. The room you enter is surrounded by an artificial pond. Actually, before I read that, let's just loop this map over here. Oh, I didn't paste all. Oh, I thought I copied more than that. Son of a gun.
Did the TikTok I sent you inspire this map?
I had this map set up before that, but
That TikTok was sick, though.
dude, that TikTok
Blame
was
you anyway.
It was a sick talk.
okay.
Oh my god.
All right, it doesn't want to carry over all my.
I'm the worst.
Yeah, I think that's what that is.
All right, sorry, I'm just trying to like copy all of our stuff so I don't have to like place it all individually. Oh, there it
This
is.
is fine.
All right, everyone's blessed. I know that much, and everyone's got a song, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
songs on everyone.
All right. And then the escalation die is at 2. I'll get it. We're gonna just... Okay, I will... We're almost there. There we go. Alright. The Gorgon you faced off against. No, the room you enter is surrounded by an artificial pond, water pouring in from above. The walkway and columns are marked with strange symbols and odd patterns connected by lines. Izara, as an astral star faithful, you would recognize these as various star formations, as if whoever made this place was leaving some sort of map, perhaps. Where that map leads, you don't really have the time to decipher, as there's a massive cobra-like hydra that slithers and writhes around a glowing, beating mass that it conceals. The Gorgon you face off against in Redtooth strides casually around the necks and heads of the snakes that are connected to the massive hydra. You gaze around in the pool around you as you see this hydra's various heads tend to tadpole-like eggs in the water filled with snakes. Well, Dr. Pothos was right, and it looks like you found the big bad mama snake. The Medusa who escaped you previously in Redtooth walks casually, stepping between the slithering snakes still, chuckling to herself as she considers drawing steel, playfully jostling the hilt of her blade. She chuckles to herself and turns to face the caravan. You surely are much more impressive than I thought. I must have misjudged you, Emerald Caravan.
Are you going to run away from us again? Now's your time.
No, I think, and she kind of like looks towards the big ass hydra. I think we're gonna have some fun here, don't you?
Does she count as a snake?
We'll get to that.
Hate that.
So hard not to make a snake joke. Oh my god. Get us into combat.
So, any questions before I wipe you off the face of this earth?
Oh.
Was that Alex? I don't know. I mean, I guess, yeah, why the fuck are you here? Is my question.
I go ahead.
Oh, I was going to ask who the Shaisa are you?
Oh,
I mean,
perfect.
if you'd like to take about 10 or so minutes just to explain everything that's going on, I wouldn't be opposed.
Oh, so I am not the only one confused.
I suppose I owe you as much as an explanation. Before ending your miserable lives, of course. You don't know where you are, do you? You chase the hearts, but yet have none of the knowledge on how to use them properly. And to think you thought you were to be trusted with such powerful artifacts. Foolish. But as for me, I am the Lady Veska Stoneheart, she playfully hisses. And you can pick your jaws up off the floor. I know, you weren't expecting your executioner to be as beautiful as I.
Does that name mean anything to me?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Give me a knowledge, history, culture roll, specifically from like Duskwind Vale area.
Any of my background is helpful here?
No.
Cool.
Counts as just confused.
Freaking nerd?
Freaking nerd would help.
Freaking nerd helpful?
Yeah.
Okay. 18.
All right. Well, Veska Stoneheart is one of the
They're 23.
Okay, so you both.
Oh, it!
Izara has heard of. Palmeld unfortunately has to deal with some bullshit from Duskwind Vale because that tends to pile in from the west. Duskwind Vale's not a nice place. It's where all the vampires live and all the other creatures that still are like, yeah, the Dreadlords are cool, yo. Medusas are one such creature, as we've discussed. Veska Stoneheart, Lady Stoneheart, is the Lady of the Condemned Valley. So she is someone of some repute, known for ruling her land with an iron fist over the sojourners she lords over. Other than that, everything else that comes with iron-fisted rule or reputation, especially when they're a Medusa. Yeah, so, anything else you would like to ask her?
Like, from what she has said and what we can piece together, sounds like she has a dream heart. Yes?
Maybe.
Maybe?
You can fuck around and find out.
I just want to make sure I understand what's happening and I haven't forgotten someone, because it's been a minute.
It's been a minute, I know. It'll start to make sense in a bit here. Just gotta kick her ass.
To clarify, a tyrant from Duskwind Vale
Yes.
has come to this town,
Yes.
claimed to be our executioner,
Yep.
and made some strong implications that she, not us, knows how to control dream hearts and is aware that we were hunting dream hearts at one point.
Yeah, and then, like, there was Grimstone with Steven, and then she also had made an allusion to, like, working with the Day Runes bullshit, so... Izara might start, like, wheels might start turning, the hamsters may have been placed in the plastic balls.
Yeah, I forgot there was a Dayrune name drop last time.
Yeah.
Soren's
She had
just gonna,
mentioned knowing the Moonlit King.
Soren's gonna be like, I don't want to hear shit about my bad relatives anymore.
Oh, and she, like, slithers up and, like, looms over Soren and... If only you knew the half of it, traitor. And then she kind of slithers back. I really have enjoyed our little game. But I'm afraid it's time I stopped having fun and got back to work, isn't it? Any last words? Oh, never mind. Don't bother. Dust isn't meant to speak. And she kind of, like, steps... what is it, Constance?
Constance is like, I have a question.
What is it? I want to kill you already.
Are you part snake?
I'm so glad I'm going to be ending you. And
No,
she just...
but seriously, please.
She steps onto the Hydra head as it, like, begins to pull her away as the Hydra begins just, like, encircling around you. Yeah, she's not answering that question for you. Sorry.
Take that silence as a yes.
Snake. All right, one moment here. I need to find some, like, bitchin' tunes for us to fight, too.
She's like, read Wikipedia.
Yeah, she's like, look it up, hun.
Google's free.
Yeah, Google's free.
Google me, bitch.
Right. All right. So, we do have another initiative order because we pre-rolled. We're smart here. Hee hee hee. So she climbs up onto her Hydra. So each big Hydra head that you see on the map here, there's no zones. It's just Hydras everywhere. Hail Hydra. These are a part of the big ass Mama Hydra, just so we're all aware, okay? All right, so the combat order is going to be, I need to clear this first. Top. Veska with a 34. Hydra Broodmother with a 27. Izara with a 26. Oleander with a 20. Soren with a 19. The big heads, snake heads with an 18. And Constance with an 11. All right, and with that is anything else anyone wants to do?
Crying is a free action.
That is correct.
If I can proc my Halo before combat officially starts.
If you still have it up from the last one, it's still going.
Okay, cool.
All right, so Veska, we'll start.
Oh yeah, I should have my skeletons actually. We'll need those tokens.
Oh shit, you
I
right.
had 6.
That was like the only thing that was copying over too. Son of a gun.
That's okay.
Nah, you good. Not your fault.
I was like, I'll remember now. Haha.
I don't remember. Okay, there we go. Boopity boopity bop. All right, and they just act on your turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good summoning rules, kids.
It makes it so much easier. Or, immediately following my turn. But
all
same
right.
difference, really.
So as Veska is being kind of taken on top of the Hydra via Snake Neck, you see as she pulls her sword and waves her hand, and she kind of becomes a bit blurry as she casts Blur on herself. I know, how original. And then after that, she's just going to send a magic missile towards the skeletons. And we're going to see how much damage that Skelly is going to take. One of your Skellies is going to take 7 points of damage.
Philip, they have 11.
Sweet. All right. So the magic missile impacts into the skeleton, and she curses under her breath. The Hydra Dude Mother is up. All right. We have how many heads? I need to. Oh, there's a head counter on the map, my dear friends. Do know.
Yeah, I saw that.
It took me a minute, bottom right.
Yep, I forgot about it. The Hydra can make an attack for each number of head there is. So the Hydra may use as many actions as there are heads on the main body. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so big heads are just gonna kind of wheel around and start chomping at Constance. The two of them are there, and only they can kind of reach at the party right now. Constance, I've got a 27 to hit.
Yep.
All right, you're gonna you don't take poison damage, do you?
Nope.
All right, so you won't take that, but you will take 4 points of bite damage. And then it is going to make the other head is going to make a constriction attack against you. Okay.
Okay.
16 versus PD.
Yep.
All right, Constance, you are grabbed by the snake, and you are going to take 10 points of ongoing damage as long as the snake continues to grab you.
Okay. Okay.
And it just kind of wraps itself around Constance and pulls her towards, like, the murky water. Izara, it is your turn.
I summon 3 more motes to start, so I should have 6 at this point.
Okay.
And I aim all of them at the Hydra Broodmother.
Okay, go for it.
Natural 20.
Fuck, okay. And the lightning damage bonus still applies.
Yeah, and that doubles too, right?
Yeah, all your damage just doubles up.
28.
Okay.
The second attack is a natural 1.
Oof, that's gonna miss.
Yeah. Escalation dies at 2, and I get +1 for sword and song, right?
Mm-hmm.
Math is hard. It's more than a 20.
All right, that'll hit. That's all I need to hear is more than 20.
14 points.
Okay.
That's 3. So 3 more. A dirty 20.
Yeah, that'll do it.
13 points.
Okay.
$15 to hit.
No.
Okay. And last one. It's a natural 19 plus a whole bunch.
A natural. Yeah, that'll hit then.
11 points.
Okay. So just all of these motes of starlight just start burying themselves into the Hydra as Azara's just points the lance at it, and these little comet-like starlight motes just start flying astronomically quickly towards this snake creature. All of them impact, but most of them you can see of leaving like broken scales and welts on the giant snake's body. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Unfortunately, I think that's all I can do.
All right. Well, that was a good turn, though. Oleander, you're up.
Oh, sorry, I muted instead of unmuting.
Nah, I've been there.
I hate it when I fucking do that. Okay, I'm gonna have my skeletons converge on the snake, messing with Constance.
All right.
Right, that's Constance who's swallowed or whatever.
Yeah, and
what's their AC? Because I rolled
the-
for them. It's just faster that way.
No, it's all good. So the snake heads are a little different. The 18 AC to hit.
18 AC. Okay, it's only going to be 3 hits.
Still 15.
But one was a nat, so it's going to be 5, 10, 20. Wait, right? 5, 10, 20. Yeah, 25.
Okay. So
From my skeletons.
the skeletons just kind of start launching themselves forward towards this snake, and they're just kind of ripping at it, and the snake is trying to hold on to Constance while fending him off, and it's just not going well. Anything else?
Okay. My main turn. I'm gonna it's not going to do too much damage if it hits, but I'm going to actually pull out the parting gift, which I haven't used yet,
Ooh.
which was the bow from our good buddy Fenris. And for flavor, really, I'm using it as my, like, spellcasting focus right now.
And mechanically, it is a spellcasting focus, so.
Well, right, that's what I mean, sort of. Like, you know, I'm not firing arrows, but
You're casting a spell.
Exactly. So I sort of, Oleander pulls it out, which she's been carrying with her, like, at her side this whole time. She's just like, all right, let's see how much I've really learned from Palma Mouse. And, oh shit, I'm not even connected nat 20 to hit. For Veska was who I was aiming for.
Okay.
It's not a huge damage spell.
No, that's okay.
Let me double check. I think it's MD.
Okay.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. It's PD.
Okay, cool.
So I take out the bow, and I think you watch, like, my hands are like these, like, long, like, creepy, like, blackened skeleton, like, bones at the fingertips, and the, like, black shadow covers the bow so that it doesn't have the, like, nice naturey look anymore, and now it looks sort of, like, twisted and, like, shadowy. And I'm gonna sort of shoot it, like, at Veska's feet, so the ground around her becomes, like, covered in this shadow, and then bones and, like, hands and claws start, like, popping up from the ground to, like, scratch and grab at her.
All right, so since she's
gonna be taking.
Since she's on the snake,
Go ahead.
what you're gonna do is you're gonna kill, like, some small snake heads in the big massive hydra, and their little skeletons are gonna just start nipping at her.
Oh, I love that. Let's see, and that's gonna be.
And as they damage her, she's, like, cutting the little skeletal heads off.
So that's gonna be 12 ongoing negative energy damage. And instead of taking the ongoing damage at the end of her turn, she can use her standard action to strike out to end the effect. But
All right.
otherwise, it's 12 negative energy at the end of each of her turns.
Okay, so that's what the damage is, not immediately.
Correct.
Okay, cool,
Right,
cool.
it would say other. Or not, right, it just says hit deals damage, and then instead of taking ongoing.
If it says it deals damage as well as the ongoing then.
Oh, okay, 6. So then, yeah, it's the 12 negative. Oh, wait, no, but I rolled the nat 20, so it's doubled. Fuck!
So it'd be 24.
Shit! Yeah, ongoing. That's awesome. This is like an at-will thing, so that's kind of the only way it becomes super effective.
All right, yeah, so, yeah, she's gonna eat that much damage right now, and then also every turn until she can shake that. Cool.
Which is a waste of her standard action, so.
Yeah, that's a good move, my friend. Soren, you're up. Unless you have anything else, Orlander. All right,
No, yeah, I think that's it. I was trying to think of a good one-liner, but I can't.
yeah, that's all good. We've all been there.
I am going to shoot her in the face.
We love that.
Mm-hmm. Dude, math is so hard. 28 to hit AC.
Versus Veska?
Yes.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, I am going to deal 28 points of damage.
Okay.
Including my lightning damage from the little god guy.
Yep.
And then because it was a natural even, I am going to. Does anybody want to move where they are?
I would.
Yeah, Constance
Okay,
would like
I
to
will
try to
give
escape.
Constance a free disengage.
All right. I'll let Constance pop for you on a free disengage.
Yes.
So yeah, Soren, you pull out your book and you start flipping desperately. You're like, and then Cheese Thief found that he had discovered the canola oil and knocked it over, spilling it onto himself, and slippery was he to escape the guardians of the cupboard. And Constance,
Like
Reality
an
is
oily
whatever
cat.
I want.
and so Constance, like the aforementioned cupboard imp, you are able to escape the coils of the serpent.
I'm like an oily cat.
And then I'm just gonna roll to sustain my story, which I do so. So it
Nice.
continues. That's
Okay.
it.
Alrighty. Next up, I've got poopy. Snakeheads are up. All right, so they're gonna attack Constance here. Constance, I'm sorry, baby girl. It's just the way it's gonna be right now.
It's okay.
It's just the two of them. But actually, they're gonna wipe skeletons. Why would they? They're gonna wipe skeletons. What am I doing? They both rolled the same thing, which is 21 to hit the skeletons.
Yeah, right. These aren't like weapon hits, right? Because I have resist weapons for my skeletons.
They're crouchy, so they're technically weapon hits.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the
resist
skellies
16
will
plus.
resist, and I don't know, do skeletons take poison damage? Because I would imagine not.
It doesn't say they don't.
Okay, so then skeleton's gonna take 9 points of damage, one of them. I think that kills one of them, because one of them had already been reduced.
It does kill one. Let me double check the like rollover to keep tracking it,
No, you're good.
because they're considered a mob themselves now.
And then the other one's 6 points of damage. And then there's also 5 ongoing poison damage that'll be accompanying that.
That was 9 and 6, you said?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm down 2 skeletons now.
Alright. Yep, I've marked that. There were 6, there are now 4. Cool. Alright, Constance, it is your turn.
Okay. So I am free.
You are
currently?
free. Yep, you are free and in the middle of this thing. These two snakeheads have prepared to intercept you if you charge the Hydra.
Well, then I guess I'm gonna have to go fight one of them then.
They're both gonna just... And
Then
so,
I guess I'm gonna have to go fight both of them then.
yup.
Let me make... How am I doing on health? We're gonna take my quick action while I'm running over there to chug a health potion.
Okay.
So...
Yep, glug.
Yeah, do that. That gets me back up to full as I run. And then I'm going to do a big smitey boy on one of them snakes.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Let's add my smite. Even 30.
To hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
Total damage is 26.
26? Okay.
Yeah.
So, Constance, you just run forward and you just take your staff and just... And this snake head just, in a crack of thunder, just explodes in front of you. Just...
Ha! Good.
And upon killing that big head, you wipe out one of the Hydra heads, and it takes 100 points of damage when you wipe out a snake head.
Oh, yes.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I think that's all I can do.
Alrighty then. With that, we're back at the top. Escalation die ticks up to 3. It is Veska's turn. 1 second. I'm lost one of my damage trackers for some reason. That's not good. Okay, no worries. I don't remember what it was. Alright. So, with that, Veska is up, and she is... Ongoing damage occurs at the beginning of your turn, right, Sam?
The ongoing damage occurs at the end of target's turn, so at the end of her turn.
Alright. Well, she is going to... She's going to summon a bow made from magic itself as she shoots an acid arrow towards Oleander. And she's just kind of like, oh my. Father did choose well with you. Nat 20.
I mean, yeah, that'll fucking hit. Father. Excuse?
That is going to be 24 points of damage and 10 ongoing points of poison damage.
Okay, which I am resistant to.
She
How does that
bypassed the
work for-
resistance by critting.
Oh, that's right, because it's the 20. Sorry, my brain is like...
No, you're good. I made sure to review these rules like none other.
Alright, I'm sorry, that was 24.
24. And then 10 ongoing poison damage. All right, and then she's gonna take that 20.
My zombie 4 is expired or whatever.
All right, so then do you go back to normal then?
Let me see. Let me double check if it's just for. I'm out of my temp HP at least, but the effects, like the other effects, still go in the penalties pretty much.
All right, cool.
So I still look creepy, I'll say.
All right. And with that, Veska takes as this necrotic damage seeps in, she takes the damage. The Hydra is up. And the big heads are going to attack. One of them's going to attack Constance, and Skellies are under attack. 19 to hit one of the Skellies.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And then I have a 28 to hit one of the Skellies.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. One Skelly is going to take 7 points of damage. And then 3 points of damage.
Still up with 1.
Fucking okay, and then 5 ongoing, of course, from the poison.
Okay, so then one of my skellies will drop.
All right. Just and then Constance, big head's attacking you. All right. 22 to hit. AC.
Yes.
All right, so the snake it bites down, and you're going to take 5 points of damage. You, Constance, you feel the poison pump in from the fangs, but poison doesn't bother you, so you're just like, hee, that tickles. With that, Izar, it is your turn.
I'm going to summon more motes of starlight, and to clarify, summoning them is a cantrip, so it's a quick action, so it's still my action this turn.
Yes.
Great. So I'm going to attack the Broodmother with my Javelin of Faith.
Okay.
The natural 1.
Oof. Well, luckily no one else is engaged with the target, but that Javelin of Faith goes wide. You're not outside anymore. Maybe the Storm God has passed you over.
Oh no!
Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
That's it. Well, I'm not in range. Those snakes there, they can't get me, right? Where
They
I'm
have
standing.
not readied an action to intercept, They spent their turn attacking skeletons. Thanks a
Okay,
lot.
I'm just gonna stay out of their range because I really don't want to get grabbed.
You could just fly. You got wings.
Oh shit! I keep forgetting I could do that.
It's on your token.
Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna move. I just want to make sure I can't get smashed by anything right now.
All right, so Izara's going to fly up and make sure she can't get smashed by anything.
Yeah.
All right. Oleander, it is your turn. It looks like your magic's really having an effect on Veska. Hydra Broodmother still got quite a few heads going on here, though one of the heads is looking worse for wear. Take your turn if you wish.
Okay, I'm gonna send my skeletons to start hacking at Broodmother, but I think Oleander's gonna keep focusing on Veska since...
If they attack the big head around them, they're attacking the Broodmother in a sense. So.
Oh, it's the same difference? Oh, okay,
yeah,
I wasn't
that's
quite
what
sure.
I was saying. They're kind of like the same monster.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm like trying to track so many things with the skeletons and stuff right now.
Yeah, I get it.
All right, then, yeah, so I'll keep them focused there, and I'm gonna target Veska then. My skeletons, it was an 18, I think, versus AC, you said?
Yep.
Then I only 2 hits, so 10 points of damage.
All right. So they're clawing away at this Hydra head, and it's starting to look worse for wear. That's for sure. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Yeah, that was just the skeleton's turn. So I'm gonna target my bow, parting gift back over to Veska, and I'm gonna cast Unholy Bolt at her. And it's just like this energy of like a black like instead of the usual like jagged bolt I send, it's the shape of an arrow since I'm using the bow.
You hear her hiss out, "No!" Roll a hard save.
Hard save. Oh.
You get a +1.
+1, thank you. Just
And
missed.
my invocation is up if you want it.
Then that would be a 16, so I would make it.
All right. So
Yeah, I'll do
Oleander,
it.
you know a counter spell when you see one coming. You've been trained at the academy to look for these things. That's what's going on here.
Yeah, awesome. So that's gonna be a 25 versus PD to hit.
All right. Yeah, and you're shooting like this this dark arrow.
Yeah, and I think when it hits, it's like you sort of see the effect. So it's like the arrow passes through her, and it's almost like you can see it tear this like chunk of life energy out as it like passes through.
So
like this after image.
So she kind of flashes her sword for a second, and she says no, and like this beam of energy starts coming at you, this counterspell. And as the arrow's flying, it turns to a skeletal hand, absorbs the counterspell energy before turning back into an arrow and passing through her. How much damage is that?
Oh, let me roll real quick. That's gonna be 40-10.
Whew.
It'll be 29 points of negative energy damage.
Woo! All right. So, yeah.
And then she takes the ongoing
oh,
from my
as
Death's
well?
Gauntlet that's still up. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. All right, yeah, she is starting to look worse for wear here. You're starting to wear her down for sure.
All right. Then I'm just gonna look at her and be like, I think you should stop talking now. Dusk does not talk, remember?
And she just kind of grimaces. Unless you have anything else to do with your turn, it is Soren's turn.
That's it.
Okay, I'm going to drop my Story of Heroes so it goes away on everybody. But with the final verse, I'm going to give Constance a +2 to her next attack instead of a +1. And then I'm going to start a new story. Seeing Azara lose the Thunder God's favor, I'm going to cast Story of Thunder. And try to keep that favor on our side. And so I have to roll a d4. So I can target 2 enemies. I'm going to just target the Broodmother and Veska.
Yeah.
And this is versus physical defense.
All right, that's the good one to hit for her.
18?
That'll hit both of them.
Ooh. All right. $20 points of damage to both of them.
Ooh, damn. So when you cast, you kind of start reading this story about, and when Gorweir spaketh, the roll of thunder was carried across the clouds, right up at Veska, and like one of the snake heads just blows up and next to her as this cacophonous boom of thunder goes off in the pagoda, vibrating and breaking the surface tension of the water as some of the eggs even around the Broodmother kind of burst from the high intensity of the thunder.
Fuck yeah.
How much damage is that again?
20.
Okay, Veska is just kind of like heaving at this point. One of the heads is down.
And that's my turn, because that is my standard action.
All right. Constance is going to get an attack from a snakehead, as will the skeletons. Versus Skelly, that is going to be a 24.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 3 points of damage. That one will miss.
It's still up.
Constance, 18 versus AC.
No.
Oh wait, actually, sorry, a skeleton dropped. I was looking at the wrong number.
No, you're good.
I had 1 hit point left.
So one of the skeletons gets chomped, and Constance is over here just kind of battling off this giant snake head. Speaking of Constance battling off a giant snake head, Constance, it is your turn.
Cool. All right, we're gonna try to whack the other one.
All right, Oleander, don't forget you took 10 points of ongoing damage after your turn.
Yeah, I
Okay.
took it and have regrets.
That's okay.
We're gonna do another smite.
All right.
Oh, okay, that's an odd 40 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Make
Yeah.
sure. Make sure.
It sure does.
Wait, what?
A 40?
You just rolled
40 to
a
hit.
40?
40.
Okay. Well,
Shit.
I rolled a 19. plus my strength and levels +6, escalation's 3, smite is +4, bless is
No,
+3,
we're not questioning it.
sword
It's
is
just,
+2,
damn.
and my
Yeah.
Well,
hit
it's
snake is
excitement.
3.
Yeah, it's just hot
Holy
damn.
shit.
That's
It's-
amazing.
After
For a second,
years
I
of
was like, I
5e.
heard that wrong.
Yeah, after
I heard
years of
that wrong.
5e, hearing, bruh, I rolled a 40, it just sounds cool as hell.
Yeah, but that is 30 damage total.
Yeah, that snakehead's just done. Just
Ah, get out of my way.
Constant's just like, get out of my way! And the snakehead just limps down, just bursting eggs in the pool of water as it just ragdolls into the pool. With that, we go to the top of the order.
With my free action, I would like to scream towards Veska, this is why I want to know if you're a snake!
As the escalation die ticks up, Oleander, you get a feeling, a familiar sense as you're really utilizing your necromancy. I see that it is us who has kept you alive. If Kovar truly cared, where the hell is he? And with that, it is Veska's turn, and she draws her sword, and she's just like, I'm sorry, love, but our time has been cut short. And she drives it into the Hydra Broodmaster. And there's just this bright flash of light. You know, like when your Mega Man boss dies, there's like the build up as the light builds up, and then the and that's when there's no more Hydra Dude Master. But there's a lot of blood where Veska was standing, and behind her, behind her. And as the mighty serpentine beast is no more, all the coiling snaky bits that was around the pagoda, they collapse, and they just fall into the water, tinging it red and destroying all the eggs of the various reptilians below in a mighty squelch. As the Hydra disintegrates into ashes in a strange ironic twist of words, the unnatural light dies down, leaving the room dark with a glowing dust floating above as the strange symbols on the pillars and floor glow. Where the Hydra was is a strange greenish heart-shaped gem. Leaves sprouting from the top as a small serpent lies limp next to it. Veska stands between you and the heart, the Medusa's blade drawn as she stands in the puddle of blood. God damn it. Next up is Grandma got run over by a reindeer and puddle of mud. She hates me at the same time. You finally catch a glimpse of what the massive Hydra was obscuring.
We broke Sam. No.
A vault door at the end of the hallway. The confidence from her face has been taken away as she realizes for the first time that perhaps she might be outmatched. She hisses as she takes on a fighting stance. To think I left when the king told me about you, but I have surely been proven wrong. You certainly will do. But you do realize I can't just let you walk away with that heart. She gestures towards the Chaos Heart, the gem's beating growing slower as the glow leaves it. Perhaps you'll get this infernal vault here opened for me, and later we can cross blades again, but that is assuming you beat me here. The Medusa desperately lunges at you in a last-ditch effort to put an end to your interference in her plan. She launches herself towards Zara and is going to make an attack with her sword, and this is when we start to see how scary a Medusa is in 13.
I'm flying though. Can she?
Yeah, she can. She's magic.
Okay.
She just flies up.
She's magic. Well, you can't argue that.
I'm magic too.
25 to
I'm more
hit.
magic.
AC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll for initiative.
Oh, hey, the song just said roll for initiative. Huh, that's cute. Izara. Ooh, 22 points of damage.
Oh.
And then she's gonna just go instantly, it's almost like teleporting how fast she's moving. Comes back down next to Oleander, and she's like, oh, father chose quite well for you, now didn't he? And that's a natural 19 to hit.
Yeah, that'll fucking hit, and I'm almost certainly gonna go down. I have 3 hit points right now.
10 points of damage, and she gets to use a petrifying gaze attack as a turn, so she's gonna appear next to Soren and be like, eyes up here, bard.
The fuck? You look at one snake hair these days.
Oh, I have my revenge spell! Because she knocked me to 0.
Okay.
I keep going with the Soren thing, but I just...
Oh,
have to
don't.
use that.
Let's take a break. No need.
26 versus MD.
Yeah.
Soren, you take 20 points of psychic damage, and you make last gasps as you start to turn to stone. So you're rolling death
All right.
saves, even
Oh,
if you're
no.
up.
Hey
That's
guys.
bad.
How much damage? You said 13.
20.
20.
All right,
I don't know where I
revenge
got
spell.
13.
Psychic damage... Wait, no, actually, I still have to roll. It's not automatic. But versus MD... Oh, shit. I mean, that's a 30 versus MD.
Oh, don't forget you are feared, and the blessings and stuff are still up. I just need to take the time.
Oh, is it the 4th?
Yeah.
Then it's still gonna be over 20-something.
All right. Yeah, I forgot.
Because it's
like,
only a -4, so...
It
it's
is-
a 30.
I forgot when we switched over because it's technically it's a variation on the map we're on, but it's a different screen. But yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, then, yeah, that's gonna be psychic damage equal to the damage of the attack
10.
that brought me below 0, or 5 times the spell level used, whichever is higher.
So it'd be, well, she didn't use a spell level. It was just like a standard sword attack. So.
Okay.
So she'll take the 10. And with the Hydra Dude Mother's dead, Azara, it'll be your turn.
Okay. Can I drop down and heal Soren and get to Oleander and force that potion down Fairthroat?
Yeah, potion's a quick action, so.
Great, I will do that, please.
I'm good if you want to save it.
You're rolling death saves, are you? You're petrified.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
still
don't you-
like, isn't
That's
it
so
like you're
bad.
still up though?
Yeah, he's still acting, but yeah, you're
it's
making
I'm
death
I can
saves.
still take actions. I'm just slowly dying.
Would healing him fix that or no?
Depends. What kind of healing spell are you hitting? Is it like a cure condition spell, or is it just a healing spell?
It's just, I don't have anything that removes conditions. I don't think it's just healing.
Yeah,
The
he's
potion.
gonna. Yeah,
I got the
The
potion.
elixir
I'll
we
be
have.
Oh,
fine.
besides the elixir, you have to end the encounter.
If she shatters me as a statue, she shatters me. Yeah.
No. Well,
I'd make a great statue. Anyways.
There we go. That's a better sign.
prefer you unstatuified. Okay. Oleander has the remove condition elixir, right?
The elixir of life, yeah.
No, actually, I think Constance...
No, Constance has it, that's
Constance
right.
has it.
Um,
Okay.
Yes.
You have the big ass healing potion.
So what
Yeah.
I'm gonna do instead is heal myself, because I am in rough shape at the moment. With my cleric recovery ability. And also give Oleander that potion, just a normal healing potion. From my supply, so you should still have 3. I'm gonna give you one of mine.
Yeah.
And then try. I don't know if I've already used a bunch of movement, just to get out of range of.
I'm gonna say
Organ.
not, because you had to come down to heal the 2 of them.
That's fair. Okay, that's my turn.
All right, Oleander, you're up. Things are not looking good right now.
No, it's not.
You're scared.
I think just... Oh, I am scared, but it doesn't matter because I'm just gonna magic missile her, which is an auto hit,
Yep.
like from the ground as like Azara sticks the potion down my throat, like while I'm still lying down. I'm just gonna like lift up a hand and point at her and turn it into a middle finger
Amazing.
and magic missile her in the face.
Sure.
It's gonna be 12 force damage, and I think the Death's Gauntlet. Actually, no, because I dropped down, so I think it would drop. Never mind.
You're good. And she just, as you bury magic missiles, she's like, really? Really? After everything you've been given? Fine then. Fine. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No, I just cough up a little blood.
All right, come on now,
A
pretty
little
boy.
liquor.
Hit me with your best shot.
I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on her.
Oh yeah, and that's a good spell in this game.
Yes, it is. I'm just gonna say, they say traitors are worse than enemies, dear, and you've made me both today.
Ooh.
That's a natural 20.
On the perfect taunt. Oh, you love it when the dice work
Roasted.
out.
Love
Boom,
that.
roasted.
I need an extra D6.
Yo, this is Soren Silverthorn. We're here with Everencia's celebrity roast.
Amazing.
18 plus 3 is 21, plus 3 is 26, plus 5 is 31 points of damage.
Psychic.
Plus, yeah. And then every time she misses an attack, she takes half her weapon damage.
Ooh.
Until she saves, if she wants to spend a turn doing that, because I took a feat with Vicious Mockery.
Ooh, that feat's fucking worth, dude. Ooh.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
And
yeah.
Soren, little your eye flame flickers, and when you're saying the words, it's like tongues of flames kind of are spoken from you, and these traitorous whispers as flickering flames linger around the snakes of her head, telling her all kinds of lies and taunts.
Hell yeah. If I die here, I'm happy. Those are his last words.
Constance, it is your turn.
Oh boy.
Come on now, creature. Come and hit me.
I think I will. Thank you for asking. Alright, we're gonna use another Smite-o.
Alright.
Another row. Smite-o. Odd 30.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Yay! Mark off that smite. Alright, damage is 22, and I'm just gonna run at her with the pointy end of my sword.
Alright, so you just run forward.
Yep, just charging, like, nyah!
Yeah, and so she goes to block, and you just smack her sword aside and just drive it into her gut as you, as this holy damage, after you hit her, this holy light kind of from where you stabbed her, and she's just kind of like, ugh. Damn you. And escalation dies at the top, and we are at max escalation, kiddos. 6 points, Veska's up, and she just kind of wheels around with her blade, wheeling around Azara, and she's just like, oh, Sierra really let me down with you, I guess, in the end, but we'll win you over yet, don't you think? Azara, that first one's going to be a 17 versus AC.
Miss.
All right, one more is going to... Odd 30. Getting some constance rolls over here.
Ayo.
Well, yes, Alex.
All right, Azara. And then she did make the, she did hit the natural. She does get a free petrifying gaze, so you're going to get one of those as well. So you're going to take 11 points of damage, and then when she just gazes into your soul, she says... What was it she was going to say? Ah, yes.
Does anyone have anything mean to say?
Perhaps before Mother wins you over, your heart needs to be stone just like hers.
What?
Before Mother wins you over.
No, I heard you.
Okay.
I'm just concerned.
That's going to be a 21 versus your mental defense.
Yes, Alex.
You take 20 points of psychic damage and immediately
I'm
begin
out.
turning... What?
I'm out.
Okay, and you're also just going to be, even if you get back up, you will still be making death saves because you are turning to stone.
Cool.
All
Love
right.
that for us.
Well, Azara, it's your turn. Speak of the devil.
Fuck.
And she kind of flourishes her blade to get Azara's blood off of it. I'd hate to tarnish it.
Natural 16.
Oh, you're up. But you're still.
I mean, I'm still out. I just don't lose the death save, right?
Yeah. Well, you're at 1 then, and then, or you can use a recovery. That's the rules. You use a recovery, but you're still making death saves because of the petrification effect.
I will take that recovery.
I figured you would. And then
I rolled a 1 again!
No! So as Azara kind of comes to, you feel her boot on your back, and she's like, yeah, your grandfather has a way of being like a cockroach, unwilling to stay dead. Mr. Runes are like that. Oleander, your turn.
Oh, Dip.
Oh, Dip indeed.
I'm just gonna go ahead and magic missile her again, really, because it's sort of all I've got. That's, Oleander's feeling like that's the most reliable thing she can do right now, besides Death's Gauntlet. Man, that's only gonna be 5 force damage, though. I rolled like shit.
Oh, come
I'm
now,
still not feeling
Oleander. I know you can hit me with more than that. Soren, your turn. Unless you have something
I will
else.
use my minor action to take a potion real quick.
Yeah,
though.
no worries. Sorry about that.
How hurt does this dear Darun look?
She's looking decently hurt.
One more turn.
She's looking staggered, if that's what you're asking.
I'm not, but fuck it. I'm just gonna stab her. I'll do it next turn.
All right.
Okay. 17 plus like 10.
Ooh. Yeah, that hits 27.
Yeah. Yep, 28. Plus 11. Okay, so I'm just gonna roll this damage. 15 points of damage.
Yeah.
And because it was a natural odd roll, I am going to give a nearby ally temporary hit points, and I guess I will give it to Azara because she is about to die again. So,
all right.
You get 3 hit points.
And that was.
Oh no, sorry, 5.
Was that venomous words you said?
No, that's hang tough. It's just a flexible melee.
Okay,
attack.
nice. Anything else?
No, that's shit. I'll put Song of Heroes back up.
All right. Constance, it is your turn. Escalation's maxed.
Okay.
Actually, I can't do Song of Heroes. Sorry. My
No,
bad. I read it wrong.
That's okay. That's okay. 1 second. So I have no longer have Soren's Song of Heroes and shit.
No.
Correct.
Cool. All right. Cool. Then that is holy fuck. All right, that's an even 23 to hit.
Yeah. Yeah. Constance is just that escalation die. Just
it literally.
You're literally just rolling to see if you crit at this point.
Do you want to know what my flat roll was? Because it was a 2.
Yeah, I know. You're just rolling to crit at this point.
30 smite damage to this snaky lady.
Wait.
Literally, if she had told me she wasn't a snake, I would have just attacked her hair directly.
Amazing. First of all, that's an incredible detail. Second of all, that's a shit ton of damage. That's some Alex damage there. So you just kind of run at her, and again, you just kind of slap her sword aside and just strike her hair, cutting snakes off of it, and then coming with a comeback strike, hitting her again, knocking her over a bit, kind of making her stumble, breaking her poise for the Elden Ring kids in the crowd. I maybe have been jamming that a little too much lately. Constance, anything else?
No, that's it, and I'm out of smites.
All right, Veska's just kind of like, oh my. It's a shame. Shame the doctor couldn't give you more of Phyla's power, isn't it? And she's going to lunge at Constance. Yeah, that's not gonna hit with a nat 6.
No.
23 to hit.
Yeah.
She doesn't get to use her gaze attack because I didn't hit that roll, but
Ha.
Constance, you're going to take 7 points of damage. Piddly shit.
Cool.
All right, Izara, it is your turn.
Ow.
I roll that for the stone thing at the starter end of my
At
turn.
the end of your turn.
Right.
Oh, I need to do that too.
How are you doing?
What?
How Oleander? How's Oleander? How is generally
How?
everyone?
Oh, I took that potion, so I'm staggered right now.
Okay.
But I'm up.
I'm going to use mighty healing on me, on Oleander, and who looks worse between Constance and Soren?
I'm fine, honestly.
Constance, how are you?
I'm doing just fine.
I'm down 13 hit points to answer your question more
Oh,
mathematically.
she hurt herself really good with the turn, actually.
What about you, Constance?
I am A-OK Coolio Beans.
Alright,
Okay,
then Soren.
Lucy, let me help you make this decision. She's on her last leg. She's
Sick.
heaving. She's not doing well. She's obviously outnumbered. She is fighting desperately. And out of 150, she's looking about an 8 right now.
So all three of us, first of all, use a recovery. And then I'm going to blast her with my 3 modes of starlight that I have.
Yo, you don't know what it did it actually? It was that bullshit that Soren hit her with, where if you don't hit, just take half your weapon's damage. That's so brutal.
That is the 3rd one I've rolled on a recovery.
Jesus.
I'm gonna blast her with my my modes of starlight. The first one is a lot.
A lot. That's a very descriptive number.
Well, I actually want to know at this point. I have to get my calculator.
I'm just
for
gonna
this.
say it hits and you kill her, and I'll let you describe that. We'll do the calculating later, because there's just like one thing I want to do before we end tonight.
So 28 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Describe what it's like as your modes of starlight just bury. You're not gonna kill her because narrative reasons, but your modes of starlight do bury into her.
So Azara's had these little motes floating around for a minute. And when she went down, they went all dim and kind of hazy and watery.
Okay.
But she manages to like drag herself back from the brink of death, get up on one knee, and she casts her healing spell first because her primary concern is the safety of her allies. But then she gathers these 3 remaining motes. She's sort of using the Lance of Stars as a support. She's leaning on it on one knee. A little bit of blood dripping from her nose. There's, that stone is sort of trying to take hold. And she just points. And is the Thunder God's favor still with us, or is it gone?
It's still there technically. I was just narrating before. Sorry.
I think lightning crackles around her forearm for a second before these 3 motes of stars sort of become this one comet that is sparking and sizzling with lightning, and just like in a cartoon when there's this trailing wire and you step into a puddle, just blasts her right in the chest.
And after your thunderous lightning blast, there is just this rainfall that is happening inside the pagoda, like this this heavy rainfall. And she just kind of she staggers and she's just, and there's just this smoldering lightning bolt in her scar in her chest, and she's holding her chest, the sword wavering, and she's just, I see Mother and Father's interest in this little book club. Take the heart. It's outlived its purpose for me. As for what Martin left the pipsqueaks, I'll get mine when I need it. She turns away from you. Kreselak, my dear, I am ready. Purple lightning tears through the space in front of you as her eyes glow intensely. In a flash of light, in the blink of an eye, she is gone. The gateway closed, and you are left in the shimmering water of the pagoda walkway, the tranquil rainfall falling around you. As the rain falls around you, you feel your wounds closing, and you feel yourself healing. as the water of this rain washes over you. It's definitely, everyone can tell this rainfall is tied to Azara. You're not sure how, but it is. And you'll notice like her cloud cape from Laryl is like all just like poof, like billowed out and like as cloudy as possible right now. And where Veska was is just kind of like a little like dead snake where she was standing.
Everybody's conscious now, right?
Everyone's
I'm just, like,
fine
double
now.
checking.
Yeah, you're healed as
Okay.
well. The rainfall is healing everyone. It's a divine rain, so to speak.
Mm.
Dang, I would have made a great statue. Would you guys have, like, taken the statue if I would have turned? I just have to know.
I mean,
Well, to fix you, I think we would have needed to. So I guess.
Yeah.
And if we couldn't fix you, we would put you in the center of a beautiful little town
Thank you. This is what I was looking for. Thank you, Constance.
overlooking some flowers. Perhaps,
Aw.
oh, or at the very center of the iris.
Oh, no. All right. Veska, come back.
No!
Don't give her any ideas. She said there was something here. Oleander's gonna sort of look around, like, to get a better idea of
The lay of the land.
what's going on. Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah,
oh yeah, go ahead.
I want to look at the map. Said the stars make a map?
Yeah, so Oleander, first things first, you stride on over to the little dead snake thing on the ground that she left behind. It kind of zaps a
This
little.
one's Steven with a PH.
No.
It zaps a little bit, but like your arcane senses get across to you that it's okay to touch.
Then I'm gonna check it out.
So you walk up to the small snake creature. This is a reward because y'all zeroed Veska.
Nice.
And when you pick it up, you feel like, wait, you in your time at the academy, you have studied stealth scrolls here and there. You know, like mages get all cheeky and shit when it comes to putting scrolls and things, and you kind of pull like the snake apart, and on snake skin is copied an ancient and heretical spell. Would you care to read further?
I absolutely would.
This is the Petrifying Gaze spell. It is a 3rd level spell, and it is a ranged spell that that's considered like a daily spell. You can fill it into a 3rd level slot. So spellcasting stat plus level versus MD. This is like, it's read in magic spell language, but this is like what it comes out to mechanically. If hit, the target becomes stuck, hard save ending it, and they'll take 1d10 plus 2 ongoing damage. And then if you miss, the target becomes dazed until your next turn. And then as the spell gets higher in level, I'm actually going to adjust the damage, the ongoing damage likely to 2d10. As you cast it at higher levels, stuck becomes stunned, and then eventually becomes helpless, and that's when you can auto to coup de grace people. So it's a pretty sweet spell.
Is this like a one-use spell scroll? I guess I don't really know how it works in 13th age.
There are no mechanics for spell scrolls in 13th age. Alex is inventing
Okay,
them.
so this is just
You can
cool
copy this
stuff.
spell to your grimoire and add it to your repertoire of magic. Just note, it is a heretical spell, but it's a cool spell. So you would have access to it as one of your like spell list choices. Then
okay,
you
so
would,
it's
it'd be a
something like
supplement
whoever
to your.
uses it could prep.
It's a supplemental to your character spell list.
Okay. Does anybody particularly have an interest in it before I like just sort of chunk it into my stuff? Because right now, Oleander's at least is kind of like, Yeah, well, I'm nothing but heretical, so she'll hold on to it unless anybody else
enough.
wants it. But I feel like I also have been taking like a lot of cool loot lately, so
No,
That's
I don't need
okay.
it.
There's a lot of cool shit that's coming from this.
sweet.
So, Izara.
Alright, I'll grab it.
All right, yeah, you grab it. That spell is subject to change because I'm still just trying to figure out
Yeah,
the general power level
No
of it.
worries.
It
Totally
might actually
fine.
be stunned instead of stuck, and then stuck instead of dazed. We'll workshop it. All right.
Yeah, no rush.
All right. So to you, Izara, you finally gain a good chance to take a good gander at the constellation patterns present throughout the room. The dimmed light helps even more, and at first what appears to be a mixed-up version of the night sky slowly begins to make sense as the answer comes to you. It's not a diagram of the night sky like the orbiting globes in Pothos' lab. It's the traditional Higardi language's script, and it's arranged into a specific phrase. Do note, the Higardi language is based off of the Sylvan language, but uses the Draconic script, which the Draconic script is basically uses constellations from the night sky, as the first language used the stars. So, Higardi's unique in that way. These calligraphic glyphs represent letters and punctuation now. It's clear. These symbols and glyphs are inspired in a holy sense almost. There's almost like the way they're written, it's almost in a religious connotation. And the phrase is one you recall hearing at the lake house where you met a spirit who alleged to be the legendary monk who once called this place home. Eternal trust survives the soul.
Say again?
Eternal trust survives the soul. You were given
Yeah, I
this,
got that part.
Yeah, you were given this phrase by the dude at the lake house.
Do I know what that means?
You as a player or you as Constance?
Both?
You as a player, the thing I just said, Constance, it doesn't mean shit. Besides
Okay.
mentioning the name of your hometown. That's pretty significant. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, people seem to be saying a lot of weird things to me lately.
Have I, aside from at the lake house, have I ever seen or heard this phrase before?
No, you got it from Martin at the lake house.
Is there anything else in this room that might provide context? Like, is it a quote from a text?
There's a giant-ass vault door. It's the dude's house. The context would be the dude gave the context that Azara would put together is the dude gave you this passphrase for this phrase forever ago to give to the shaman. You're in his old crib now, and there's a big door that needs to be opened that Lady Veska was bitching about not being able to get open.
Now, because she wants it open, I don't think we should open it. But I really want to know what's inside.
I do need to ask, did Azara speak the phrase out loud?
I was about to say I am going to read it out loud because I think that it's voice activated.
So Azara says, eternal trust survives the soul. She reads it. Do you point out it's a message all over to them? Or do you just say it?
They might notice her going like, door's locked, writing on the wall. And then she just reads it out loud.
All right. The constellation patterns glow brightly as Azara finishes speaking that sentence, and the room begins to fade away. Your tongue feels fizzy, as if you drank some sort of strange purple drink. There's a scent of flowers in the air, lily and vanilla mixed together in an almost soothing aroma. It reminds you of the petals that you had picked at the suggestion of the alchemist. A heavy mist forms around you, and after a puff of smoke, there's a constellation of stars that forms into the shape of a halfling who is then standing before you. He wears a sparkling robe and a fine circlet adorned with the feathers of a gorfin and a large green gem in the center. He wears a rather comfortable set of robes with a hood that appears to have the ears of an owl bear. He wears a set of sandals with a pair of colorful argyle socks. He is mid-token a finely carved wood pipe, smoking some strong herb that reminds you of an old friend. The shaman is a much more casual figure than you would imagine of someone of his status, wearing around a set of round sunglasses over the eyes. A teal blue fur covers most of him, with white around the hands and edges of his ears. The shaman turns to you holding a rather messy bag of snacks labeled in poorly written letters, Cheezer's Cheese Puffs. He takes a moment to inspect his cheese dust encrusted hand before wiping it quickly on his robe and extending it to greet you. Shaman Das, great shaman of the tough tree spirit, seer of the astral star. If you're into that
I take off
thing.
my white gloves before shaking his hand.
You can just call me Das, if that's your jam. Look, I'm sorry, I wasn't, expecting anyone to be saying Martin's old magic phrase here. Shakes your hand, grabs one of the mystery potions from Soren, takes a swig out of it. Thanks. And he, like, takes some Zuzu petals, shoves it in his pipe, and tokes up again. Passes you the pipe.
I'm terribly sorry to have disturbed you unexpectedly. To be honest, I wasn't quite sure what that passcode would do.
Well, most cats gotta imbibe some flour, drink a mystery potion, juggles the potion in his hand that he grabbed from Soren to get any old chat with me, but here's the thing. It's a pretty big deal. He said the phrase. Martin said only, he would let me know if someone's coming by. Martin didn't let me know, but, you dudes hungry? You want some of this Emerald Kush? This Emerald Kush is good, man.
I will pass, but thank you.
Why not?
Can
He
I
seemed trustworthy.
ask,
Just walk past Cesar.
where does that phrase come from?
Yeah, my old dude Martin gave it to me like 200 years ago, dog.
So it's a personal phrase.
Yeah.
You spoke to him?
Yeah, he told me he'd be giving it to some people that'd be coming by eventually. He said maybe 100 years, maybe 2. Well, I guess it's been about 200 years since he's been by.
Oh. Okay. Did he say what he wanted from us when we got here?
Well, the thing is, he didn't exactly say what he wanted. He just said open up the old door and give him the thing if they stop by. There's something special back there. And so my smoking friend told me, from the spirit realm, of course, that some moonlight spirit had said that you, this Emerald Caravan, I presume, would be coming here, needing whatever's in the vault on your journey. Now, I thought it was just a bunch of hoobity-doop, but it turns out you've got the phrase.
A moon spirit?
Yeah, the Emerald Star, Spiritfarer, come on.
I wasn't aware that Emmy was a moon spirit at this point.
The moon spirit told the Spiritfarer to tell me that you're gonna need what's behind the door for whatever the fuck you're up to. I don't know what you're up to, but if you got Martin's phrase, I gotta okay.
Which moon spirit? There are several, and some of them we have more antagonistic relationships than others.
Let's see. See, but that's the thing. I'm kind of not supposed to really tell you that witch doctor-patient confidentiality stuff. You know what I'm saying?
We're getting that a lot these days.
Look, I would love to tell you, but the spirit realm has some strict bylaws, man.
I understand. Can you at least tell me if it wasn't the Moonlit King?
I am sworn to the confidentiality thing. I'm sorry. And then he kind of leans over really close after taking a toke for when Soren handed him back the pipe. Just between you and me, sister, totally. And he just kind of strides over.
Wait, totally it was or totally it wasn't?
Totally was. And he's just like kind of messing, like looking, like kind of.
Maybe you shouldn't open that, actually.
He said you're gonna need it. Going on a big trip, he said, and he kind of like is ruffling around.
I don't
like he's
really
looking
give
for
a
his...
damn what he said.
And Das.
Hey, it's a trip.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
He's like, yeah, a trip, and he's messing around in his pockets like he's looking for a set of keys. Now, where did I? Aha! And he produces a small statuette. Go ahead.
I'm not actually going to stop him, but for the record, Azara is protesting.
Olander's more interested now.
This is a nice. Be careful with the merchandise. It's a highly breakable artifact from forever ago. Dog.
Dog.
He starts petting the little statue. It's okay. I didn't mean to hurt you. It's okay. All right, look. Martin gave me this forever ago and said I had to give it to whoever gave him the passphrase. And from your initial glancing at a distance, it appears to be made of a mix of materials and feline in shape.
Is it familiar at all?
Do you want to take a closer look?
Yes, please.
So you extend your hand expectedly. Oh, now you want to take a look, I see. Hey, here you go. And when he hands it to you, Azara, you can't help but notice that its depiction resembles someone you know quite well. The cut emeralds for eyes make it almost laughably obvious. But how could that be? The shaman claims the artifact was left with him by Martin. Even if he was a demigod, such a divination would be so powerful. Is the Astropath Arcanum capable of such divination? The shaman interrupts whatever state your mind may be in. Look, just put the idol in the thingy-me-bob over there, and it does a the door opens up, and bada bing, bada boom, you get what's in Martin left behind for everyone. You get out of my hair, and the snakes leave us the hell alone forever.
If Emmy approves of this, then...
Shit, you know them too?
Yes. I know Emmy. You're a good friend. I'll put the statue in the door.
So you're going to put it in the slot. So you have to move the Heart of Life to put it in the slot.
I'm not touching that thing. Thanks.
I'll just move it.
Yeah, you can just pocket it. It's discharged. It's like not charged right now.
I do not trust myself. I barely trust myself to know where it is, let alone handle it.
I mean, I already lost one, so...
So, the vault doors, after you place the idol in, there's a sharp click, and the vault doors give a sharp hiss as steam escapes from a slit that must be in the middle of the sliding doors as they crank and creak open, sliding against the floor. The water in the pagoda rushes into the vault that begins to open before you. As the water rushes in, it must be part of a complex mechanism that causes a slated bridge to extend to where you're standing. The mechanical sounds and clunking echoes and stops as the familiar statuette finishes rotating to face you again. Within the vault, beyond, there are two chests locked away for the ages. And there's a strange metallic helm with an opening for the face and the eyes that kind of sits on a little pedestal. The helmet itself...
Helmet?
What?
Another
Is our
helmet.
helmet count to 3?
The helmet itself is rather plain in appearance, with a dark iron circle with a violet tint, with a violet tint to it. The most striking part of the helmet is, in its dark circle, outside of the ornate etching, is the emerald that's laid in the top of the crown, with old Sylvan inscription around it.
Can I read the Sylvan? I speak Sylvan.
The Helm of Serenity, to safeguard your mind.
Okay.
All right. And then you also have the two chests in there, if you want to loot those.
Yes, please.
All right. Give me one moment, because I actually have, like, the loot tables here. All right. So, you open one of the chests, and you find a star chart that's, like, ancient and whatnot. Probably worth a lot of money if you sold it to the right people. It's worth 300 gold points if you bring that shit back to the academy, is what Alex is trying to say. And also, there's a strange bottle where, like, a little, like, elemental within is dancing inside this bottle. Like, a little, like, you don't know what kind it is, just this little swirling and elemental chaos. If you want to try and identify what that is, I will let you make an int roll of some kind. And there's one more chest.
This is not my strong
I'd like
suit,
to
but I'll try.
I'd like to make a freaking nerd roll, if I may.
You may.
I'll let Oleander do it. They know better.
Sorry, AJ, no jar of unending mayonnaise.
Oh.
What's the point then? Don't even roll,
What's even
Sam.
the point?
Rolling like crap, though. That's only a 16.
This is a bottled elemental. Yeah, you break it on the ground, you get a little elemental out of it.
Is it temporary, or can we have a friend?
It's like a one-use summon elemental spell, basically.
What kind? Can I tell?
But I think let me double check the items. I really need to consolidate my notes. You're not
No
sure. You
worries.
do not get to know what type the elemental is, but it is a big elemental of air, earth, fire, or water.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a chunky boy. That's a chunky summon there.
That's very useful.
All right.
Who wants it?
Yeah, that's gonna be my next question.
I'll let you get into the other chest here, and we'll just divvy
good
shit
idea.
up after
Aha.
that.
Ah, all right.
So you open up the next chest, and inside, it's still in pristine condition, is a beautiful dress that looks like within its stitching is woven the night sky itself. Underneath the dress is a small silver ring, and within the ring, where the finger would go, is a small rolled up note.
I open the note.
Sure.
Zara is very nosy.
By all accounts, if it is from the time of Martin the Pilferer, the note should really be in a much poorer condition, but appears to have been written on a magical page from a spell tome, perhaps. Any competent magic user can tell the scroll has been used, and even with the arcano radiation being centuries old, those years spent locked away in a chest kept the remnants of the powerful sending spell this magic paper used. The previous message's ink is still present, and your guy is going to pull it up in the Roll20 for the handout. And it is titled Martin Love Letter.
You want me to read it?
If you would like to, I can read it if you don't want to.
I got it. To my love, for the day we lift this cloud of clairvoyance, for the day we can be together again, you and I shall share one last dance. Take off your golden mask and show your true self to me, a silver kitten, that is all I ask, love across the realms.
And the ring, you do notice, is kind of the artisanal work of the ring. Definitely, you can tell, shows the shape of like a small silver cat.
Oh, cute. 3 guesses who this is for. First 2 don't count. Can we see what's up? Is it just a pretty dress, or does it have any kind of magical properties?
It's got magical properties. Alex just hasn't gotten around to putting them to paper just yet, but it's gonna be
Okay.
it's gonna be a cool dress. It's definitely gonna be. It's not gonna give you a lot in terms of armor, but it will have benefits for those who choose to wear it. The ring, though, if you want to try and identify that right now, feel free.
Yeah, I'll take a crack at it. Only it, or you probably should as well.
Not the way I've been rolling.
I'll do it.
I mean, it's a natural 18 plus my intelligence. 22?
Yeah,
22.
way lower than that.
This is a silver cat ring. The enchantment increases your nimbleness. Instead of having to roll an 11 plus to disengage, your disengage becomes 9 plus instead while wearing the ring.
Constance,
Yes.
would you like a ring?
Yes.
It looks like a cat. It's super cute.
Yay!
I give Constance the ring.
Alrighty then.
I will fold up the love letter and put it in my bag, though.
And the one thing to note, instead of a signature, the letter is signed with a strange symbol featuring a question mark glyph flanked by antlers with a crescent holding it up, quote unquote.
Does that stir any memories, ring any bells? Do I recognize it at all?
You can roll a freaking nerd type background, like a nerdy background. You're Higardi, so I'll let you add a background to it as well. Devout.
Great. Plus my intelligence or wisdom, does it matter?
Whichever one you would prefer.
22.
This is the symbol of the trickster god, the third and youngest child of Marlfax and Celeste, brother of Megira, first of the Furies, and Artemis the Huntress.
The unnamed trickster. I was just looking at the lore documents.
Yes, the unnamed trickster is thought to have been, like Martin was believed to have been an incarnation of theirs. And they are often, to those who believe in the legends of clairvoyance, they are considered the first clairvoyant.
Interesting. keeping it. I'm keeping that note safe somewhere safe. Write down that I have it. Is that everything in this vault?
Yes, and there's also a nice Hydra hide where the Hydra was when you, like, Soren goes to get the heart. He's just like, regenerating snake monster? I'm going to take that thing's skin.
Probably a good call.
You can use that to get a custom item, is what I'm saying.
I'll write it down.
If you bring that to the right armorer, they can make you a Hydra leather armor, and that's some good shit. Puddin's kidding out the EC. Should we be afraid?
Yes,
Probably.
absolutely.
Concern.
I'm always afraid.
So the petrifying gaze spell, fun fact, was because y'all zeroed Veska. That was like, I had that in there, and that was the requirement, was zeroing Veska to get that
Oh dang.
loot. So
That's really cool.
yeah, so it wasn't that she was gonna kill you. It was if she killed 2 people, she was gonna just run away anyway. And then zeroing her though gave you the petrifying gaze to give you a look into the designy portions of what I'm doing.
Awesome.
She seems nice. I like her.
Yeah, she's cool.
She insulted every one of us.
You already would know what the Helm of Serenity is, having spent time with Madame Curio. For an object reputed to be of such legendary status, the helm itself is rather plain in appearance, with a dark iron color with violet tint, as we had talked about. The helm hums in your hands, and you notice emerald light flickers in the slits where the eyes would be. While wearing this, you get a +1 to your MD. You gain psionic resistance, so resistance 18+ to psychic damage, and the astropath cipher ability, which protects the wearer from the psionic effects of reading the pages of the astropath arcanum, which we were.
This would have been helpful a campaign and a half ago.
Oh.
That's why it's kind of funny that we made a joke about it earlier this session.
Honestly, it would have been helpful any campaign. One shots.
Legendary lore, the Helm of Serenity is said to have been crafted by Martin the Pilferer so that he could shield his mind from the effects of a mortal trying to parse through the Adelian tome. He is said to have crafted the helm while hiding in the village of Tuft Hollow. The helm was believed to have been lost with Martin, but there were rumors that it passed through the Bazaar at some point.
Does anyone object to me taking that one?
Nope.
It's not a bad idea,
thank you.
considering there's an archfey entity trying to gain control of you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm just, so we don't have to go and RP it all out. Other things to note are, for rewards-wise, outside of items for cash fucking money, outside of the shit you found in Soot might sell. Oh, I'm in the wrong doc. That would explain what's going on here. If you go back to Chief Gary, the mayor, he would offer a cool 5,000 silver for your trouble. And a note, it's when you go to return the keys at the mayor's office, and there's a note that says, "Thanks for your help. We keep quiet about our little talk at the tavern," and there's more where that came from.
No, we take the money and then we tell Kat, actually, but thanks, though.
Oh, I mean, totally telling Kat, 100%.
Oh, we should take the money and then tell Kat.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, we are doing
Take
both.
the money first, obviously.
No, I mean, let's not tell Kat. Let's not let Kat know that let's not let Gary know that we told Kat, so then we get more money and he thinks we stayed quiet.
Well,
Oh,
Anyways,
yeah, I mean,
we
I'm
can
saying
talk
let's just
about it.
take the money, and when we get back, we can talk to Kat.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll talk about it on the road.
Real quick, Alex,
Talk about it in the car.
before we actually leave the where we fought the Hydra.
Yeah, I'm just doing housekeeping before we end.
Yeah, once everybody else leaves or Slasher is on their way out, Azara is going to hang back for a second somewhere she can see the sky, and just one last time, very, like, truly, genuinely, very grateful for the aid. Is going to express her thanks
And
for the help.
there's a rumble of thunder as the Lance of Stars hums in your hands. And there's one last hidden piece of loot, because it's not really a loot. It's something for Azara. Azara, you feel as if you've been blessed by another god, and as if you have gained a new ability. Your spell is a lot less heretical. The spell you're looking at is a lot less heretical, if I can find it, because I need to consolidate my notes. Here we go. I actually have this one all figured out. And you just kind of hear a voice just kind of call out the name of your mother across thunder. You learned you have a new spell to choose from called Divine Rainstorm. It is a 3rd level spell. It is a ranged spell, and it's a daily spell. It's a slotted spell, so you can like kind of choose this one for your daily, one of your dailies. So when you cast this spell, you get to choose from the effects of Tranquil Rainfall or Thunderous Rainstorm. If you choose Tranquil Rainfall, you get to choose up to 3 nearby allies, and they may use a recovery and double the recovery dice for that recovery. And your healing stuff would apply to that because it's a healing spell.
Fuck yes.
Or if you choose Thunderous Rainstorm, you call down bolts of lightning that deal 2d10 plus wisdom to 3 targets. At the beginning of your turn, roll 1d6. If the result is less than the escalation die, you may use a quick action to call down additional bolts of lightning that hit without having to roll to hit.
Fuck yes, this is so cool.
And then it gets more powerful as you up level it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's like a really versatile spell.
When Azara feels that happen, she looks down at her hand. There's just a slight crackle of electricity between her fingers. And I think just for a few seconds, just for a minute, with the sound of her mother's voice, mother's name in her ear, spoken by someone else, she just breaks a little bit, just for a minute. Just crying for a second, because finally someone heard her. Someone cared enough to help.
Not me, almost crying over here. Oh, so good.
It's raining. You're not crying.
It's raining. It's not me.
It's magic raining.
It's magic rain. So yeah, you have a really cool frickin' spell now. Is there anything else? Just a quick housekeeping tip. The shaman would just be like, yo, hang 5, y'all. If you ever need anything, just pop some flour, drink some potion. I'll come hang out.
If we do that, do we still get a prophecy? Just asking.
Yeah. He's just kind of like, oh, I do that. Yeah. If you want, I guess I could read yours. That could be fun. We could do a quick reading. You want a quick reading?
I actually do want a prophecy.
All right. Well, I'll wait till next week so I can get some chances to write really good prophecies here. And then quick housekeeping tip. Constance was hoping to stop by at Eternal Trust, so that's probably going to happen next week. So gear up for that. Other than that...
We're going there next week? I got a drug drop-off to make.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Next week's session.
Fuck yeah.
If there's nothing else we would like to do, I am out of things to do tonight. We have exhausted my options.
No, I'm good. We got a bit of a late start tonight, so...
Yeah, and plus it was mainly combat. I had a lot to prep combat-wise.
That was a good game.
Thank you.
That was a good fight, Alex.
Thanks, it was fun. Alrighty. Well,
Veska's so mean. I know he's a devil, but does he have to be so mean?
Just don't forget, before we sign off, the only plug I ask is join us next week, and because you can keep donating for our anniversary fundraiser, and it's for the Trans Law Center. And fuck Greg Abbott. No reason whatsoever. Fuck that guy. And trans rights are human rights. If you think otherwise, you can eat a dick.
You're not allowed to watch our shit. Go away.
Yeah, please unfollow.
Yeah, just choke on.
Unfollow, unsubscribe if you think otherwise.
Choke on your own spit.
But not before you give subs, so then we can donate your money.
Yeah, just make sure to drop your life savings on the way out, huh? Anyways, stay gender trash, friends. And we're gonna go raid
That's
some
my new
friends.
favorite sign off.
Yeah, just stay gender trash. I
Stay
don't know.
gender
Stay gender
trash.
trash.
Just
Let's raid friends.
today's pronouns are shrimp and shramp. We're gonna go raid.
That's always
Shrimp
my
and Franks.
pronouns.
My pronouns are shrimps and 24/7. So
My pronouns are dude/bro.
dude/bro. So thank you everyone for joining us. It's been fun. Join us next week for maybe less action and well a drug drop for sure.
Some feels.
There's gonna be
Yeah, I gotta
feels
figure
coming
that
up.
out.
The feels are gonna be coming up. And don't worry, Kat will be informed of the success in the village. So don't worry about your little detour into Eternal Trust. And with that, dear friends, donate, donate, donate. And we'll see you next week.
Woohoo.
Everyone.
Woo! Wednesday.
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 Next Wednesday. Next
France.
Wednesday.